Uh, I don't know. Like the way the 450 guys ride is they ride and give each other so much space unless they absolutely just like can't. You know what I mean? Like there was times where Chase.
Yeah.
Everybody, welcome to Gear Drop Radio. Let's hear the infamous intro from OP.
Sure.
Uh, I don't know. Like 50 guys ride. Did he just do it with his mic muted or what?
No. I'm just making sure it's working. All right. Welcome to Gate Drop Radio. Shout out Hunt for coming up with this image and the name. I think it's a solid name. What are you guys thinking? I think it's pretty good.
I think it's pretty
I
solid.
like it. I like it.
Hunt's
Good,
been the
good.
real MVP today, dude, from helping me learn how to play MX bikes again to creating logos.
Dude, it's funny. We
Hey,
used
and
to
and
help this guy more than anything. Now he's helping us.
'Cause he's like the bike's father now, dude.
Dude
I
grew
was
up.
just I was just gonna say that. I think I think I've hit my growth spurt. I think I've kind of reached out and kind of showed OP some speed today. I think he's got some work to do back in testing, but I haven't made a clicker on the bike since back in 24, man. Call me Hunter Roxon.
No, you sound like Hunter Oxen. A little.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
All right. So yeah,
Totally kidding.
we're gonna jump into it. We're talking Anaheim 2. Um, so if most people have not been here before, so Gate Drop Radio, basically we just talk SMX. We talk. We'll be doing pre-race predictions, which will also include qualifying, and then we'll also go into the second portion of the week for the actual broadcast of the races, which will be the second video, second uh, live stream, which that will be talking about heat races, mains, and just moments from the race. So we're gonna get into Anaheim 2 here. We're gonna start with heat races because we'd already talked about the qualifying sessions that day before the races. So yeah, we'll start with heat races. We'll start with 250 heat 1. What do you guys got for that one? What did you guys think of that one?
I mean, it was pretty straight up. Levi went down again, but beyond that, it was kind of to be expected.
Yeah, Max Anstey with the win. Levi Kitchen
You're
with the
looking at
front
the
flip.
Yeah, wait, what are you looking at? 250 Heat 1, Bubba?
yeah, it's Chance Hymas won that one.
Yeah, Chance
Oh
Thomas
yeah,
cased
yeah,
the
yeah. Whoops,
He
triple,
my
and
about
bad.
then
died prior
Levi.
to
Oh
Levi
no,
doing a
I was
perfect
thinking
front
of
flip.
Max Anstey. Yeah, yeah.
No,
Chance Thomas
for
won that
me,
one.
I think Heat 1 was pretty. I don't know, is okay other than the Hymus case and kitchen front flip behind him. Um,
I mean, it wasn't
Hymus
really a
did
whole lot of
pull. He
action. It was kind of a start
Yeah,
cross.
I mean that's what I was about to just tip on right there. Hymus did rip out to a 4-second lead after that, so I mean he looked good till he didn't. You know what I mean? But Hymus with a P1. What you got? What you think about Rider D there, OP? Solid ride for him, huh?
You know how I feel about Ryder D, but you know, pretty good. Stayed on two wheels, kept it close. Of course, when you're in the front, I feel like once you're in the front, if you're the first, second, maybe third place guy as well, you're pretty much gone. Like we've said in the past, it's start cross. But no, Chance Hymas did good. Kitchen, I pretty sure we all. I mean, at least I thought that Kitchen was going to pass Hymas for the lead, and then did a front flip. And real quick, just a note on that front flip: had he not held on, uh, I think the crash would have been a lot worse. Yeah,
I
I mean
agree.
he
I
saved
agree.
himself. He pulled out some DBK moves, some Metal
I'm
Militia,
gonna
some Pastrana
for sure.
shit right there.
He,
So
he did like he got it was like a pobobo almost. You know what I mean? Like he held on to that sucker, dude. And I will say, Max Volan, shout out you for the P3 and the Heat one. But he held Kitchen did a front flip, guys, and held on for fourth in the heat race one. So he saved himself from going to the LCQ. And Mumford rounded out your top five. That's pretty much heat one.
yeah, think Heat 1 was
Heat 2?
pretty straightforward.
I just have one question, like on just the 250 class in general, and see what you guys' opinions are. Do you guys think just like this year's 250 class is like, I don't say underwhelming, but compared to years past, like the Heat one, like there's what, four factory guys in the top, like the top four is the four factory guys, nobody else beyond that. Like I just feel like in years past, like the 250 class like was almost more stacked. Like say the last probably 3 years was more stacked, and like top to bottom, like it was just you never really knew who was gonna win. Right now, like
Yes.
it's
So like what last
there's
year
two or three
West
guys.
Coast, like last year West Coast, we had Boomer, Jordan Smith, Deegan, Cole Davies, Joe Shimoda. Um,
Right, there just don't feel like there's as many heavy hitters, I guess, like, maybe that's
Well,
where I'm
well,
trying
you
to catch
gotta
that a little
think.
bit.
Shimoda's hurt. Shimoda's hurt right now. I hope he gets to go east. Cole Davies went east. Um,
Marchbanks or not
Jordan's
Marchbanks, but
March
Hammakers
makes needs to
Jordan
go to
East.
Smith,
450.
Yeah, yeah.
right? Jordan Smith moved up. So I mean, it's still
Austin
Yeah,
Fork
stacked
only
in
was
my
one way.
also in
opinion.
450. Um,
Which, by the way, I got a rant about Forky in just a little bit when
but
we
like
get to.
Nate Thrasher is also East.
Yeah.
Pierce Brown is also East. I mean, think about it. There's every star 250 rider. Like I think Caden Dudney is going East. Caden Manier is I don't know how old. I know Caden Dudney
I
is
think
probably
Manier, well, because the thing with that, though, is next year they're changing it to be 18, I think. I think
no
Dudney's only 16.
Manier's
He's
18. My
18
bad.
already.
So
So I
he's
think Manier
probably
will
going
probably race.
East.
Yeah, that's what I would assume.
He's probably going
Let's
to
not
race
get too off
East.
track here. Let's
Yeah. No,
get
I
back on.
agree though with you. Yeah, I mean, it just right now, like when I saw Anaheim won, like the very first heat race, it was Deegan, um, Hunter Yoder. I can't remember the standings, but yeah, when I looked at Heat One, I was like, dude, I don't even pay
They just feel
attention to half
underwhelming.
of the. Yeah, no, I agree,
Well,
and it's
I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna kind of sorry to chop you here, dude. I'm gonna kind of disagree in a way. I agree, but I don't. I think with it not being stacked, we get to see guys like Mumford. We get to see guys like Yoder. We get to see these guys that haven't really been in a spotlight get in a spotlight. But it's still stacked in my opinion.
I don't know. I
Hi-
just
like Deegs, Hymus, Ryder D, Kitchen, Volt. Like those are some top dogs in my opinion.
here's my
East,
opinion.
East too.
Here's
With
my where I have a kind of my issue with it is. So just the 250 heat number one, right? Chance Hymas's quick lap was a minute point three. Carson Mumford, who is a very good dirt bike rider, like he was 102.8. So he's almost 3 seconds off, and he's the fifth place guy in a heat race. The next guys are
I see,
104. You know what I mean? Like so, it's just like there's a big gap. I feel like so
I
like
see
to
that,
me the
but
heat races are just very underwhelming.
what happens? Like, let me ask you this: do you think, let's say, Deegs is going to 450 soon? Let's say all these other guys that are top dogs behind Deegs right now, let's say they get their chip soon, and then they're in 450. So like, who's, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I feel like it's cool to see these guys that are at the haven't really gotten much spotlight in the spotlight now. For instance, like Volan and Mumford. We'll see how it goes in Houston, but I think it's cool. Honestly, I think it's sick.
so yeah. Actually I want to talk about this too. Tried not to get too off topic here, but what would you guys think if there was no more coast rounds? So no more East, no more West. It is 250s. They race the entire 17 round series. There's no coasts. What would you guys think of that?
I wouldn't like it. I just think that 250 class is like I don't know. I think that people would get hurt more often. You got to think it's. I mean, I'll be honest. Looking at like the lineups this year for like A1, like just the West Coast in general, it's all names that you're kind of used to seeing. Like even some of the not so known factory guys. You know what I mean? But like I don't think I think what makes Supercross unique and different is that it's you can have guys like say Crockett Myers who got 12th place that can go race the West Coast rounds because that's where he's from And then once you kind of go out east, you can have guys that's gonna just be the East Coast people because they live out that direction. It's more affordable for them to like race the series that way rather than having to go from Anaheim to Philadelphia and then back over to Seattle. You know, like that's tough on people, especially when you ain't got factory support like Deegan and Anstey and all the top guys.
No, absolutely. I heard someone
Okay.
talking about this that um the West Coast and the East Coast rounds is very what they call it, like it's
The
just
stretch.
yeah, like not, I wouldn't say like a stretch, but it's something that's been going on for a long time. And but the way I look at it is kind of like what you said, is this gives those privateer riders the chance to make something of themselves. Like it would not shock me. I know Hunter Yoder just signed to Club MX, but like it wouldn't shock me if eventually Volin, Hunter Yoder, they get like even Mumford. He did pretty well in the heat. I mean, he's got work to do in those mains, but it wouldn't shock me if eventually they're signed to actual factory teams. Like Pro Circuit or Star or Red Bull KTM. So
For for I don't want to. Dang. Sorry. Keep doing it, but for me, I think as a fan, of course, I would love to see um both of these 250 both of these 250 coast combined and race all 17. Like that would be sick for like as a fan perspective of it, but as a racer, I just know that it would be tough on those guys. But you'd have to fucking bring some more money for sure, in my opinion, for those 250 guys.
And I have one other thing that I would say there's one change I would like to see in 250 class, and that's like the main event times. Like it shouldn't be a 15-minute main event. It should be the same as the 450s. I get it. It's not the premier class, but this is the class that's the step up to that. So the difference, in my opinion, should just be the bike, not the length of the moto. You know what I mean? Like they're already they're already racing on a track that's been fully groomed. You know what I mean? So make them race for 20 minutes, so they'll race a track that gets beat down, and then endurance and everything else comes into play as well.
yeah, no, absolutely. All right, let's jump to Heat 2. As expected, Anstey got a whole shot. Deegan did okay. Deegan made the pass on Anstey. Beautiful pass, by the way. I loved that outside line. Um, I loved it. That inside line, nobody was even taking it. It was a slow line. Everyone knew it. I knew it. You knew it. We all knew it. Um, let me see here if I can actually. I mean, what'd you guys think of Heat 2?
I think it was
I
I
think
think it was a good heat. I think just kind of I mean again to be expected. There are no you have your factory guys in the top four, Hunter Yoder and a P5, which Club MX is I mean about as close to factory as you can get. But
Yeah.
the top two or three guys kind of ran away from everybody. I mean that, but to be expected.
Yeah, and
I think
real
I
quick,
think Star.
go
Sorry.
ahead, go ahead. No, go ahead, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think Star killed the Heat 2, in my opinion. After I think before the Deegs pass, for me it was like, oh shit, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I almost bit all my fingernails off, and then Deegs made a solid pass and just kind of gave him the business. But man, shout out Yoder. It's crazy to see these guys that haven't really, like for instance, Yoder hasn't ever really. I know when I watched A1 with my dad, my dad was like, who's that? I said, that's Hunter Yoder, man. He's like, oh, okay, okay. So, but it's cool to see Yoder here. McAdoo's been solid this year, so I figured he would be there. But man, the star guys just went 1, 2, and 3. After that,
Yeah, and Michael
it's
Mosiman,
over.
dude, dude, he's killing it. Like he is. I know Deegan. I mean, I watch Deegan's videos, and I know Deegan does a lot of overtime. He'll get there early. He'll leave late, and Mosiman is also there in the background doing the same thing. Like he gets there early, leaves late. Like they're. I think Mosiman is. Dude, Mosiman's killing
And
it.
he and at one point, I don't know if y'all know this about Mosman too. At one point, his wife like got a job. Like he didn't think he was, he was going through all kinds of went and seen a doctor for like the mental side of stuff. So to see him, I agree, OP. To see him doing what he's doing right now is so sick, man. It's rad. It is cool.
Yeah, I'm happy with the results there from Mosey, dude. I was when me and my girlfriend were watching it, I was just like, man, I just like him, dude. He's such a nice dude. He's fast. I mean, he's been through a lot, you know. Same with Cameron McAdoo. I really like a good comeback story. You know, he was not even going to race. He wasn't even going to race in 2024, right? And came back, did decent. Now here he is. He's already second in the championship, you know. And again, we've talked about it a bunch of times. Anything could happen. It takes one race. Deegan could slip up. Moseman's there now. Red plate, you know. So there's just so much opportunity for these guys. I know 250s have a very short series compared to 450s. So you kind of have to start getting the ball rolling sooner rather than later. But yeah, I just gotta give a shout out to Mosey, dude. Again, he's killing it. I really like Moseman, and yeah, I
And I
hope he
think too
keeps
he's
doing it.
cool too. He's a good talk. If you watch all the press day stuff, just listening to the guy talk, he's real smart. Um, he's got he's did the I don't know if y'all watched this either, but there was did like had some conspiracies, so um I like Mosey, man.
Michelle Obama is a
If
man.
right.
That shit was funny, dude.
um I think what do y'all think about this? Let's say and this hurts my gut. Woo! Say Deeks throws it away, man. Like, what do y'all think for Mosey for the chip? Like, y'all okay with that? Y'all cool with that? I'm cool with it.
I don't
I
know, dude.
dig it.
I think for me, like, I just from a consistency standpoint, I don't know. Like, we're what 3 rounds in now, so like he's been there all 3 rounds, but just history tells me. But it's kind of the same thing with Max. Is like you just don't know. Like honestly, if Deegan was to throw it away, I'd have more confidence in like Kitchen coming back. God forbid Deegan got hurt, right? I'd have more confidence in Kitchen come back and making a run at it than putting my money on either of them two.
I
I'm
don't know.
gonna
I think the DNF
Oh, it'll
thing.
hurt,
I
but
think that's gonna hurt so much for Kitchen.
there. I believe Kitchen's 33 points back right now. If I can remember,
that what it
I
is.
know. I think he's in the 30s. I could be wrong, but
And then they got this round and then one more round and they're done. And
No, no,
then
no, no. They
they
got
go
they got
east.
Houston, they got Glendale, and they got Seattle. And I was actually gonna ask you guys about that. Do you guys like the way they did the schedule this year? Where like they did like the first 7 rounds are gonna be West Coast, 6 rounds are gonna be West Coast, and then they're gonna go East Coast for what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then round 12 St. Louis is East West Showdown, and then back east for what 2 rounds, 3 rounds, and then West will come back for Denver, and then another East West showdown in Salt Lake City. Like, do you guys kind of like how split up that is? Like, just to give the 250 guys a chance to get into a rhythm of like six
yeah,
or
no,
seven rounds in a row,
I
and then
like
coming
it.
back.
I like it because last year it felt like it was West Coast, then like two East Coast rounds, then West Coast again, and then East Coast
Right, it was
started
very
doing.
back and forth.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I like it more this year because it gets them into a rhythm, so it's a lot better in my opinion. This year. Um, but another thing I wanted to touch on real
Actually,
fast.
the first actually you're wrong, Jinsey. The first showdown is
Birmingham.
in Birmingham. So
Yeah, I just seen that.
um that's round 10. So I mean, yeah, I like it. I think it's cool. Um gives us a chance to see the East and West guys. For me, I'm going to Houston next weekend. So I guess I'll wait a couple rounds and then I'll get to see the East guys start up in Dallas. So or Arlington they say. So that'll be cool. I'm excited.
I was gonna say something, but I kind of forgot, low key. Man, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about these West rounds. Um, oh, okay, yeah, no, we'll get to that in the 250. Yeah, I guess we're going to 250 main now, right? Do you guys have anything else for the 250 heat races? Oh,
I got
actually,
nothing.
no. We need to talk. We need to talk about SMX next, and then we'll go to 250 heat or main.
Okay.
Um, real quick, this
Star Boys
track
are dominating.
was, yeah, Starboys on top. Bobby Reagan, man, dude's got to be on top of the world. Like, they are the team. Like, no
in my
offense to Pro
opinion,
Circuit.
they're the Geico. They're the new Geico. Like Geico was my shit back in the day. I loved all those guys. Those guys were sick. K Dub. It was all sick, man. Like that
Dude, it
team was
used to
so
be
fucking
Pro
rad.
Circuit, then Geico, now it's
That's what I
Star,
was
like
gonna
you
say.
said.
Was like kind of what
Pro
happened to
Circuit used to be
Pro
the
Circuit.
250
Like
team, dude.
even last year, dude, Pro Circuit had like 5 guys that like were really good. Now they have what, Cade Johnson, who I guess they have Vincent Wade too. I guess I about forgot about him. But there's 2 guys, and Cade Johnson had a good run before he went down. What, late in the race?
Well, basically what I mean is like Star is, dude, they're just a team. Like they got fast riders. Like it's like everyone they get, dude, is a champion. I mean, everyone on that team is. I'm confident to say they'll all be championships. I mean, Justin Cooper
I
was
will.
one. Christian Craig, Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb, Hayden Deegan, Cole
I
Davies
don't
is
want
probably going
to
to be
give
one the
Star
same.
all the credit though, because like some of these guys rode for Team Green. Like Caden Dudney was a Kawasaki kid for like since he was like
Yeah,
65s, and then got to a big bike, went to Star. Uh,
wasn't Landon
I don't.
Gordon as well?
Yeah, but
I
I mean,
think
you
Landon
gotta give
Gordon was as
Star the
well.
credit for.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta
I mean,
give Star the
open up the
credit for
checkbook and
reaching
extending
out
the
and
money.
going like, "Yo, this I see it in you. Come over here. We got what you need." And you know what I mean? Like I can PC's got a curse, man.
Well, I
I
think
think
I
it's
think
real. I think it's real.
I think with Star too, if you're a 15 or 16-year-old kid and you are pursuing dirt bikes, like that's what you want to do, like, and you're given the chance to ride a Star Yamaha, you'd kind of be silly to say no. Like,
I mean, that's what
And
Brian
that's what I was
Deegan
just
did.
fixing to say. And that's what I was just fixing to say. Jency, give yourself. You're 15 again. Close your eyes. You're 15 again.
yes,
Bobby Reagan comes up and he's like, "Yo, Jency, I don't give a, I don't give a flying fuck what them other folks say, boy. You
I
get
would
on this
take the
damn
Daxton
Star
Bennett deal
Yamaha."
and I would ride for free.
Okay, there you go.
I mean,
Because if I
so
was worth anything on a dirt bike, I would perform on a Star Yamaha 250.
Me too.
this
That's
is
but
where
that's the
like this is what Brian
sorry.
Deegan. No, you're good. This is what Brian Deegan talked about like a long time ago with Gypsy. He talked about, he's like, all right, if you want to win a lights championship, where do you go? Star Yamaha.
Star.
How many Star Yamaha? I mean, dude, Justin Cooper, Cooper Webb, Dylan Ferrandis,
You just
Hayden
start
Deegan.
naming names, dude. They've all won.
Yeah, and I'm not
I
saying
think
that
that's the
Pro
one
Circuit
gamble
hasn't.
though. If you're a young kid, I think that's the one gamble though. If you're a young kid, that if you go to Star and you don't perform on Star, like personally, if I was go race on a Star Yamaha, unless like injuries were related, like sometimes that happens, you just never know. Like, but you just don't cut it on a Star Yamaha, you probably aren't gonna cut it. Like this ain't gonna be for you, and odds are like,
Dude,
I
you
guess Dax
gotta,
got the Husky.
you
And
gotta,
Dax is a favorite for the East Coast, right? I think he's going east. So,
yeah,
He is going east, yeah.
you gotta think of it like this too. They have Swanee as their coach. Swanee is a bad dude. I don't know if y'all have seen the 100 Hours with Cole Davies,
what?
but like
Gnarly.
the way Swanee was talking to him, and like I think it's completely okay. I mean, if you're gonna take this sport serious, you need to take it fucking serious. But Swanee was telling Cole Davies, he's like, I mean, I can't quote exactly what he said, but his tone and the language he was using, he was basically like, if you're gonna ride the bike fucking slow, then ride it fucking slow. But you're coming into this turn fucking slow. And he's like cussing at him. And I'm like, this is why star riders are so damn good, because of the training they have. Like, yeah, it's probably harsh, but what sport is not harsh, right? I mean, motocross is the harshest sport. You are driving. You're on a 200-pound machine, can easily die with one mistake. You have to, you got to think on your toes. You got to be quick. And I personally love it. And I remember seeing that video and I showed my girlfriend. I was like, this is why Star Yamaha is probably the best team. Of course, we got Jet and Hunter Lawrence on Honda. Not saying Honda's not a great team, but they have the most it is just all consistency with Star. Like they are on another level, and I'm not giving full props to just
Well,
Swanee. I'm just saying their
you
program
gotta
is
think
so
too.
good. Like they're
I
they're
almost want
fucking
to
good.
say it is. It's solid as shit. Um,
Let's get on to the
I,
on topic here though with the LCQ though. We're kind of getting on a big tangent
Oh,
here.
oh yeah. Well, hold on. Yeah, no, we'll go back to SMX next. Yeah, Star Yamaha sweep. They all did solid. Um, who was it that crashed? I forgot his name already.
Ryder Malinowski, baby.
Dude, that was horrific. Uh, literally
Terrible.
thought we saw someone die on live TV. That was
What do
horrible.
Two times in 3 weeks now too. So
so
like,
like
Yeah,
let let and that kind of like tippies off of what Chad was like. I mean, like they put them out there. Like, why not let them guys go before the 250 main and 450 main? Like when it's fresh.
I think
I
yeah,
mean,
I think they should go
I agree with
before
that.
everyone. Not even 250, not even the mains. I think just
Yeah, I
hey,
mean,
first ride out is gonna be SMX next. Like let them go on the smoothest track. I get it. They're gonna be pros eventually, right? So they have to learn under those conditions, but
And they're gonna cut
Supercross
the
is
track.
gnarly.
The track is gonna break down anyway to them. You know what I mean?
here's
To
my
their
deal, right?
capability. You know, like they don't need to be out there riding some fucking breaking bump that Jet Lawrence is fucking three and over. You know what I mean? Like it's to me, it's crazy. I would they didn't throw him out there on a fresher track. This is what I was thinking. I mean, dude, I don't know if y'all seen the pictures of Malinowski, but dude, his face is this dude's looked like he got in a fight with a triple jump,
I think for
and the
me,
triple
I mean, I
jump
think
won.
it needs to
The
be
triple
first, and it's
jump
just for the
definitely
same
won. He
reason
fucking
of
face planted straight into it.
it's the same reason that the 250s go before the 450s, right? You're building anticipation for the
Sometimes
main
they
event,
alter it
right?
though.
Which is,
Sometimes some last year they did some rounds where the 450
but it doesn't,
main was first.
it's more moto they do that because that's when NBC is whenever NBC actually has the time slot on TV, they'll do it that way. But it's only so the 450s will be in the time slot, not for any other reason. That's the only reason they ever change it.
I do. Yeah, sure, sure.
So, in my opinion, though, you're building anticipation for what everybody like the 450 is the premier class, right? So SM like the SM next kid should go before the 250 class because then you're just building that anticipation. You're seeing the youngest kids that are like all these kids are have their pro card, so they're technical pros, right? But they're not there yet. And you see the
Stacking their
build up to
points up.
what those kids will see in 2 years, like Caden Manier, Caden Dundee, like these kids will be Deegan in 2 years, like maybe not Deegan, but you know what I mean, like that's
Right,
what
like
the
we'll
build up
see
and the
Ryder like
anticipation of
Club
those
MX
kids.
signed like Club MX signed Ryder Malinowski for 2027 Supercross. So I mean, like we'll get to see that dude that just freaking wadded up in the pro ranks next year.
And then it's the same thing though, like, going to the 450 class. Like so you see some of these 250 guys that are building their way to become hopefully one day a premier 450 champion. You know what I mean? Like so you should always start with the young guys and they should get a fresh track.
No, I agree. Chad Reed had a good point. I'm sure I'm sure Feld didn't feel right about it. I'm sure like I mean even Chase Sexton called them out. But it's all about safety at the end of the day. Supercross is gnarly. Like it is gnarlier in my opinion, crazier than motocross. Yeah, motocross you're going higher speeds, but Supercross is just more technical, more timing, speed as well, but more timing, technical. It's I mean, I think what Chad Reed said was spot on. I'm glad he was there to talk about it, and his son is going to be in SMX next year as well. Like I'm sure, as a father, as a parent, seeing your kid, like I could only imagine how his parents felt when they saw that crash, or his family. Like that like I said, I thought we saw someone die on live TV. That was horrible. Like that's I have thank God nothing else is wrong with him because I don't even dude. Like if that was me, man, I'm retiring, bro. I'm not doing
I have
that
one more
Hey,
shit.
and
question. Do you guys know
I
if he
will say, all he got done to him was a dislocated hip and just some bruising on his face. Like
do you guys know if he had the A Stars vest too? The Barsha had? Like the new
I don't know.
I don't think
inflatable?
so. I think they would have said something about it.
Well, I mean they didn't really send it with Barsha too until later on, so that's why I was curious. But I know Barsha had the inflatable. I mean, and if he did, I mean that shows that technology actually works.
All
Yeah,
right,
no, that's crazy.
let's go to the main event, 250 main event. Crazy main event. Very boring, but crazy start. Chance Hymas down first corner. dislocated shoulder. He's out for 3 rounds. It looks like it's going to be 3 rounds. And then Levi Kitchen down as well again. And I really thought this was it. I thought we were done with it. But no, his Jinsey, you said his whole shot device didn't
Yeah, I don't think
pull apart.
it didn't disengage.
No, it didn't, and it actually, if you like go back and watch it, it was still like Jency said, it was still locked down going into that first corner, and it was actually making his front wheel. I literally seen it. It bounced left, bounced right, and about that time he was going up the face, and rest was history. I rewatched it back. I was trying to figure out exactly like what was hurt, but yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate because he's down bad now, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, dude, this is. I mean, and then Max Ansey, he got what, 6th place? Think so, right?
Yes, I believe so. I'll tell you for sure.
Yeah,
P6. Yep.
P6. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, um, and I think it was the main event. Deegan almost killed McAdoo again. Um, I can't remember if it was the heat that happened or the main. But
I
yeah, he
believe
got
it was
around
the
him.
main event.
But yeah, McAdoo almost went down. Dude, what a ride from McAdoo though. Dude, I was rooting for him. I was wanting him to hold off Ryder D. Dude, he for a guy who hasn't ridden in like almost 3 years, like the dude is on fire. He's killing it. I do want to also say that like the Deegan and Moseman held the ride, held the main event all the way up until what 2 minutes left, and Deegan finally
Up
made the pass.
until there was uh
It
four
was
laps to go, I think.
like a minute. What? Yeah, like
Yeah,
so
about 4
2 minutes.
laps.
2 minutes. Yeah,
Yep.
dude. Deegan passed him and put another 10-second gap on him. And then, of
Yep.
course, towards the end of the race, I think it went down to 6, but obviously he's trying to survive at that point. I know I saw him jump in the whoops again, just trying to survive. I think he was starting to double sections and rhythms. So, dude, I mean, I mean, it's kind of hard to say. I think I titled this episode "Is the Championship Already Over?" Because I mean, Deegan, all he has to do now is just be consistent on the podium. Um, at this point, and just not die. I think I know this is something that happens with Max Anstie quite a bit as well. He does very well in the beginning and then just starts to fade and fall off. Um, Moseman, dude, again, just on a roll, killing it, consistent, is fast. Held Deegan off for a little bit. I mean, dude, just amazing ride by Mosey. Amazing ride by Cameron. Just absolutely killing it there. He's quick too, dude. But dude, it's crazy how I was saying this earlier. When you get a start and you're like the first 3 guys, unless you're Hayden Deegan, like Deegan and Moseman put on a 20-second gap to 3rd place, right?
15. It was
It's
15.
15-second gap to 3rd place.
Which I will say, like it stayed pretty close though until the last few laps. Like uh Ryder D and Cameron was kind of on Deegan until about halfway through, and then they kind of separated, and then Deegan got my Mosman, put what 9 seconds on him, and then I think it was like almost 6 back to Ryder D, and then Ryder D and McAdoo were on each other, and then it was almost 15 seconds to P5.
Yeah. Well, where I'm going with this is it's just crazy how like once you're up in the front and you check out, like no one, it doesn't even matter. Like the race is over, unless of course something happens. Like one of them crashes. But it's just, I'll be honest. I thought this 250 race was boring. I mean, I'm happy Deegan won. Huge Deegan fan. I'm glad he won. Uh, kind of already knew. I think everyone knew this. I mean, I'm in different group chats as well. We all knew Deegan was going to pass Moseman, and I was telling my girlfriend too. I was like, "There's no need for him to force this pass because he's going to do it." Like he was inching up on him every lap, getting closer to him every lap. It was like the pass will just come to him. He doesn't have to force anything. And I was even telling her, I was like, I'm okay with Deegan getting second as much as I want him to win because there's no need to push. There's no need to push for one more position. I know it's additional points, but there's no need to push for that and then, potentially injure yourself.
I will say, like, they even said that on the broadcast, like, it was, like, a for sure thing, like, I think we all need to give Mosman more credit for, like, how well he was riding, like, their best lap was, like, 2/10 off each other, like, Deegan ran a 1:02.3, Mosman ran a 1:25, like, so we all know that Deegan probably has more, like, raw speed, but I think Mosman was riding, like, at another level the other night too, like,
Yeah, no, he's
it
smooth on the
both of their
bike, man.
laps were, like, 2 seconds, second and a half faster than P3, P4.
Yeah, no,
So
he's
they were both,
smooth.
riding out of this world.
Yeah, dude. Like I was saying earlier, dude. I'm proud of Mosman. I like him. He's a good dude. I like his personality. Um, I think if Deegan has one friend on the team, I think Mosman is that friend. I see them talking all the time in the videos. Obviously, it could be a facade, but again, if there is one teammate I think Deegan is actually friends with, it's probably Mosman for sure. Um, So I hope, and I'm glad Deegan didn't do anything to Mosiman. I was saying it watching TV. I was like, we all love the controversy with Deegan and him doing something, and it gives everyone something to talk about through the week. But I'm hoping he doesn't do anything to him. I was like, dude, just
He
don't do it to
didn't.
him.
It was a clean. I mean, his wheel still kind of almost came into him. Mosey had to pick his foot up a little bit, but I mean,
No, it was a clean pass. It was
it was
the
Your
awesome
it was
bike.
a clean
pass.
pass. It was fine. There
Your
was
bike.
nothing wrong with it. I just didn't want him to actually take him out. You know what I mean? Uh,
No, for sure.
because I feel like if there's one person, like I said, one person I feel like he should not do it to, it's Mosman. Uh, and I think Mosman even said he's like, I'm confident Deegan won't take me out. Like me and Deegan, we ride together a lot. You know, we're obviously in different headspaces because Deegan is still kind of like a kid, and Mosman's like a full on adult. He's married and all that stuff. So,
So
um,
I have one question for you guys. Was there any surprises in the 250 class for you? Like beyond Levi and Chance going down, like for me a big one this year is like Ryder D. Like I mean Ryder D is riding really well. Like kind of I would say almost like breakout season for him. Like we've talked a lot like kind of been start cross here lately, and I still think this track was really tough to pass on. And Ryder D like first lap was P6 and rode to a P3, which is pretty good. Like past McAdoo, Volan, I think probably Yoder.
yeah, no, I
Yeah.
I think Ryder D is doing great. I mean, I still think it's funny that a
Finger guns are hilarious still,
finger
but
guns for a third place finish, getting your very first ever podium is kind of gnarly. I mean, I know why Ryder D would do that. I mean, he got fucking landed on at SMX, and
when I like the confidence, like just to have the guts to even kind of do that to somebody like especially Deegan, who for sure isn't gonna take that lightly. Like I kind of like it personally. Like create a little bit of a rivalry and like obviously like they didn't really grow up racing each other as much, but like Ryder D was the guy that was normally like a class ahead of Hayden. That was kind of like the guy. Uh,
yeah,
I don't know. I kind of like the finger guns. It is kind of funny for a P3 P4, but he's still having a heck of a year in my opinion. Like
I think
beyond this year, like going to next year, like if he continues to stay healthy and build off of this year, like realistically, you could say Ryder D like a title contender next year when Deegan's out of the class. Odds are like Shimoda hopefully is healthy. Probably would race. I'm getting too far ahead now, but would assume would race West Coast. Like that's the coast the 250 guys want to race is West Coast.
as much as I'm excited for Deegan to go to 450 and be a little bit more into the 450 class, because in my opinion, I think the 450 class is so boring. Not right now, and I think it's because of
Because
Jet Lawrence and because
correct.
he's a winner, and that's fine, right? No problem with that. But you see Jet Lawrence win majority of the races, you're just like, God dang, dude, like it's just boring. So I'm really enjoying 450s right now, and I'm ready to see Deegan on 450 next year. I don't have any expectations for him. I'm just, I'm still going to be a fan, but I'm also going to be like, look, It's his first year, like riding 450 consistently, whatever. But I'm excited for 250s next year, and for motocross because I know we talk about like, okay, Joe Shimoda is gonna win it, or Cole Davies is gonna win it, but it's more so as like, dude, I think anyone at this point could win
And
the
nobody is
250
proven at
class.
this point to be the guy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So it's like
Like right now,
who's
Deegan's
gonna
the guy
win
in the
next year?
250 class that you expect, and then I don't. Is Shimoda gonna come back for East Coast? Like I heard he broke his neck, was pretty serious. Like he was out until motocross.
So
Uh,
apparently, I don't know how true this is, but apparently Jet and Shimoda are going to be racing Supercross this year. I don't know how true that is.
and if he
Uh,
gets all the rounds in, maybe he races the last 2 rounds.
yeah,
You know
it
what I mean?
won't
Like
be
he gets
every
some burnout.
round. It'll only be a few. But it, me personally, if I was Shimoda or Jet Lawrence, I'd take all of Supercross off. I'd come back for motocross and start fresh. I don't feel like there's any. I mean, I guess yeah, you can come in to just get some bike time, but I don't feel like there's a need to get bike time on a series that's going to be pretty much completely over by the time you're back. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I don't see the reason to do that. I think it's more risk than reward. But who who the hell am I to say anything like
I
that?
Well,
You
think
know?
that was kind of where I
I
was
think they
segueing
come
though.
back. I think they come back
Was
simply to kind of help their SMX stuff towards the end of it.
yeah, who
But
beyond
Jinsey, was it
Shimoda though,
you,
like, is proven in the 250 class? Like,
Cole Davies?
Cole
is he
Davies,
though?
Hammaker was running up with them in SMX,
Yeah,
dude.
but yeah, I mean, but outdoors he kind of stinks, and
Yeah,
then he's coming
well,
off an
yeah,
injury too. And like, I get like we say Cole Davies is proven, but
We
he
haven't
had a
seen
rookie
Cole
year,
in
and
outdoors though.
he's also coming off an injury too.
well, you got to look at it this way too. Deegan did
Like
really good his rookie year. Like he almost won the championship in Supercross and Motocross. He was runner up in both, right? I think he was, right? I think he was runner up in
yeah, I
both
believe
his
so.
rookie
Yeah,
year.
and I think he got
So
P3 or P4 in motocross because he DNF'd the last round
his
or some
DNF.
shit.
But so look at it this way: if and they're two completely different riders, you know. But Cole Davies had a breakout rookie year, absolutely amazing. Was itching his way up to get a chip, like he was itching his way up, right?
But that's sort of me. Like I pump the brakes on Davies just because it's one thing to do that when nothing is expected of you. It's another thing to do it when it is expected of you, right? So now like Davies is gonna go into East Coast probably as the favorite, I would assume, right? But
Yeah,
there's still a lot of guys, like
but
right.
like
So
think of
can
like
you do it now
Pierce
that you got
Brown
the
too.
target on your back?
Yeah, and Pierce
I think
Brown,
Pierce Brown might win it if he doesn't die.
I
Like
thought,
it's
dude, you see how fast he was
You still
last
got
year?
Daxton Bennett too. Like that dude's gonna come.
Dax, yeah,
Whew, whew.
Daxton Bennett, Pierce Brown, dude, last year before they got injured, they were flying. Like, had Pierce Brown not got injured in Tampa, I think Pierce Brown could have easily ran away with it.
Well, I
He
think
was
he would have
so
easily ran
fast.
away with it, dude. He was insanely fast.
So I
So
mean, dude, and Nate Thrasher's he's not really good at motocross. Tell you that much. But dude, he's good too. Like when he gets a start, he can run up there with the boys.
He
Like
can win. He's shown he can win.
I don't know, dude. I don't who
I don't know, I'm looking forward
that's
to East Coast too for
So
Supercross. I think
who,
to
Jinsey,
me West Coast is super boring.
Was it you earlier that asked who's your kind of like shocker as far as 250 main event
Yeah,
results?
like just
So I'm
you
gonna go
know,
ahead. My shocker is gonna be Parker Ross, dog, coming like a top 10. Like
I don't
that's
know though.
nice.
I've seen
That's
that out of
gnarly.
Parker Ross before though. I feel like, when to me that just tells me that this 250 class is not that deep. Like there's what 5 factory guys in the one, two, three, four, five. There's 8 factory guys.
Yeah, but
I don't know. That just
I
seems
mean the
a
East
little
is.
lackluster to
I
me.
mean there would be more if Juju was there.
Right. And obviously injuries is a part of it, but I just think personally this West Coast is a little lackluster, like talent from a talent perspective. Like I feel like there's a big drop off. Like I'm gonna give Hunter Yoder like the benefit of the doubt. Like he's about as close to a factory guy as you're gonna get. So let's say 10 guys, right? The top 7 plus Levi Chance. Like, but to me there's a big drop off afterwards. Like from a talent perspective, guys that you expect to like, you know, like who's somebody other than the factory guys that you think could fight for a top five? Because there's normally always been some even privateers or like Hunter Yoder's a guy that could get a top five. But like I don't think that
Well,
no
he's
offense to
got
Jason
clubs. So I mean,
Rodville,
that's.
but like
I think
he's a
Mumphy would
P14.
be good for a top five.
Right, I think he could too with a start. You know what I mean? Like there's a few guys, but just from a pure talent perspective, I just don't see it out of the 250 West class, and it happens from time to time basis due to injuries, people moving up, like, and there is a lot of that. Juju's hurt, Shimoda's hurt, Vial left, Jordan Smith moved up, uh, Forkner's racing East Coast 250s, 450s for West Coast. So like, there's a lot of that, So I don't know. We shall see. Just to me, like the overall 250 West Coast has been kind of lackluster and super boring. Results have kind of been expected, except for round one, Deacon got P4.
Yeah, I mean, if Deegan gets starts, I think he'll run away with the championship. Honestly, I don't even think I like as much as I like Kitchen, as much as I like Hymus, I I just I think the championship's over for them as well. I think also another thing, and so many people have talked about this, is but when they line up next to Deegan, they probably already know it's over. Like I'm sure most of them are just so ready for Deegan to get the hell out of the 250 class. And I'm not saying nobody can. I mean, Joe Shimoda did it in SMX. Shout out Levi Kitchen. Um, but I mean, I really think when they line up on the gate next to him, especially when he has red plate and he's already 10 points ahead, it's like I said, I just think they're over it. They're like, all right, like, and I could be wrong,
I agree.
but
I
I think
agree. I
it's
think it.
I
I
think it's over.
definitely think it's. I think. I think it's exciting until he gets it. Once he gets it, they pretty much know like, oh, it's a
Well, I think for me, like
damn,
it
this
just
fucker's got
solidifies
it
that like
again. Like
the fact that them two like have a DNF round what three, like as long as Deegan doesn't get hurt, it's his championship to lose. He's the only rider beyond, I would say, Levi Kitchen that could have a bad start and make it to the front or salvage a day and get up top five. Like, we've seen it out at Anstey today. He, had a P6 and he had a ninth or 10th place start. I think he worked his way up and then went down. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Deegan, Kitchen are the only two that could do that. Kitchen's 35 points back. Like, beyond Deegan getting hurt, it's his to lose. I don't
Yeah.
see a last place start out of Mosman and getting anything beyond a top 8. You know what I
See,
mean? The same thing
Kitchen.
with
So Chance Hymus is 38 points down, and Kitchen's 34 points. So literally, even if Deegan doesn't, if he misses a race, he's still going to be above them in points. Like
right.
now, obviously, Michael Mosman, Anstey, DeFrancisco, Max Volan, that's another thing.
I just
But
don't see the raw speed out of those guys. Like I
no,
think
if there was raw
Kitchen and
speed,
Hymus
the
are the
gap wouldn't
only
have been that
two.
big.
I
Two
think
two
Kitchen
weekends
and
in a
Hymus
row.
are the only two that, from a speed perspective, if those three out front, those three could run away and probably match each other's pace. Like I could see that. The other guys, I just maybe Mosman on his best day, which I think that might be the ride of the year for Mosman. Like he might get more P2s, but like I think he had more of a chance to win that moto than people really give him credit for. Honestly, I think he probably got more tired than anything. Like I don't. And I think when Deegan got by him, he probably let up and was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna salvage a P2 and not try to push this."
Yeah, I mean, did you see it? I
Towards
mean,
the end,
it's either
towards
Deegan
the end, he
going
was running a
faster.
102 consistent, and then as soon as Deegan got by him, went from 104 to a 106 to another 106, a 107, a 107, and a 110.
Yeah, see, I mean, and like I said,
I,
once they're on the gate with him, and this probably goes for the race as well. Like Michael Mosman, like you said, probably the smart thing to do, just salvage the second place. No need to push, no need to injure yourself. Get the second
and
place, and he could
let's
have
let's
easily just been like, "Hey, look, I'm gonna just write it in." But back to what I was saying earlier, when people notice Deegan winning and they see him on the gate with the red plate, I feel like most of them are just like, "Fuck it!" Like we're already what? How many rounds are there left? So there's 12. What? There's 11 rounds or 12 total.
there's
For,
17.
no. For the 250
Uh,
guys.
should
Oh, oh, oh.
be, well, half of 17 would be.
I think it's
eight and a
11,
half
right?
technically. So they'll run. I think it's 10 maybe because there's 3 East-West showdowns.
So okay, let's say there's only 7 rounds left. Like, if that's correct, if there, I think it's 8 rounds. I thought it was 11. Anyways, regardless, there's either 7 or 8 rounds
I think
left.
there's 10 rounds apiece.
So okay, yeah,
So
right,
there'll
right,
be
right.
7 rounds left.
So 7 rounds left. Like, I don't know, dude. I think I might be
I think
stretching
it's
it.
over
I think it's over. Yeah, I think it's over unless Deegan, like you said, it's
unless
his
there's an
race to
injury.
lose. Yeah, it's
I,
his championship to lose at this point. All he has to do is be consistent and start and go. And Deegan
I,
I,
has
I
always
got a
done
I'm
hot
I'm
take.
better.
gonna go on a stretch here.
I got a
I
hot
think
take.
I think it's over, even if Deegs gets top 5 starts. Deegs is, I don't know if y'all have noticed him compared to last year or the year before that. Deegs is on another level right now,
I
man.
got a hot
It's
take here, fellas.
he's not making mistakes. He's doing everything he needs to do to freaking win.
I think
And
Deegan
so
can win this championship right now if he doesn't win another main event all year.
Uh
Because the guys that are behind him, I have zero confidence that will win like 8 of them. So Deegan could get second place
I could see Deegs on the podium the
every
rest of the
round.
year. Maybe the worst, the top 3 every round, and still winning the chip. Absolutely.
I
That's
I
my hot
think
take.
I think Deegan
Because
needs at
Anstey
least
might
one
win a
more.
round.
I think Deegan needs at least one more main event win to actually secure that.
No, no,
Because
because theoretically, Anstey wins a round. Deegan's P2, Anstey's a P6. Then he just made up 2 rounds worth of him being off. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I see this class is like, as long as he's P2, P3 every weekend, Mosman might win a main event, but then one weekend he's gonna be P8.
but
Anstey might win one weekend he's gonna be P8 or P9.
you know what else
McAdoo might
though?
win a weekend. He might
If
be
I
P5 the next weekend.
if I was Deegan, because here's what's crazy about 250, the shootouts. That's what really fucks people up in championships. And we
I
know
agree.
Deegan's starts are not that great. We have no clue how it's gonna go when those East West shootouts come along. If
And
I
we
was
haven't even
Deegan,
seen
I
the
would
East
go.
guys yet.
If I
But
was
I can
Deegan,
almost
I
guarantee
would
he'd
go
get
as
a top
fast
5.
as I can. Obviously, safely. Go as fast as I can safely. Stack up as many freaking points as possible. Meaning, get first as much as you can, as much as you can. And again, if I was Deegan, I'm trying to wrap this championship up a round or two early. I
I like
definitely
that.
think he could. I definitely think he could wrap it up 2 rounds early if his starts are good and he wins his coast races. I don't expect him to win the East West shootouts, which he has though. He does every single time. I think he's only lost one East West shootout in the
Right.
I
past
thought
two
he's only ever
years.
won one.
I agree with that. If he can get as many wins as he can right now, he's got, well, how many East West showdowns did we say there were? There's 3. So he's got 3. He's got a chance to have a buffer for 3 races. You know what I mean? So I like that. I mean, I think he, I
And I
think
think that is his goal.
and
I honestly
I
think
think
he's
he
just
does
ready
it.
to wrap
I
the
think he does.
championship up.
I think he does it. I think he does.
Before we stay too long on this though, we might want to like get to the 450s. I don't want to go too long on this stuff, but I don't know. I think it's his unless he gets injured. Personally, I think he could not win another race and
Yeah.
he would lock it up. I just think this class is so inconsistent that as long as he's consistently on the podium, he'll win. Like I just because we all say he's not great at starts, but no matter how bad he is at starts, he's top 5 every round. You know what I mean? Like Uh, but you can't say that with the other guys. Like I just, Houston, if Mosman gets a P15 start, Mosman's gonna end up P8, P7. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I think Kitchen and Hymus are so far back that even if they went on a run and won 4 rounds in a row or some shit crazy, like they're still so far back that it doesn't matter. They made
Dude,
up
they're
what 15
literally
points,
they're a race and a half back. Like,
right?
so I mean, put it in perspective this way. Chance Hymus is 12 points away from being 2 races behind.
And he's missing
Kitchen,
3 rounds, so he's
yeah,
out of it.
yeah. So he's yeah. So Kitchen, he's ninth in points right now. I mean, Kitchen really has to, if he even wants a chance at getting runner up, which I don't think he will, or even third in the championship, which I don't think he will.
He's a full
He's
round back in second place.
Yeah,
Like,
he's gonna have to. Yeah, he's gonna have to fucking. I mean, I don't even think it's possible at this point.
He
Again,
needs some
unless
help.
something.
He'll need help. He'll need help.
but that's the
I
thing.
don't.
I wouldn't have said that prior to the motos this weekend. Like with Levi and Chance getting hurt, I couldn't. Even if Deegan would have won and they would have finished P4 and P5, I wouldn't have been able to say that. This is no offense to Mosman because it's awesome that he's back. Like he had a neck injury a year, 2 years ago that he about retired with. Anstey's an old guy. Like it's awesome to see the guys up there doing well, like that are a little older because they're both older, you know. And then like Ryder D, like this is his breakout year and he's P4 in points. Like still 13 points back, 12 points back. Like I
Yeah,
just don't
Ryder D's
see.
55. Ryder D has 55 points. Deegan has 68. So what is
There's
that?
nobody in this class right
Nine
now that
points.
like, in my opinion, is going to show the model of consistency, even if Deegan is on the podium every round.
Yeah,
That could like I don't see Mosman winning 6 motos like this year. I don't see Anstey winning 4 or 5 motos. Like that's what it's gonna take to beat Deegan, and I just don't see it happening from nobody.
I
Like I could see
again,
Mosman
Yeah,
win around.
because
I could
you
see
got
all
to
the
think.
2 through 6 winning around.
You got to
It's
think. Even if
unrealistic,
they
but
do
it's
win,
not.
Deegan, where is he gonna finish?
Right.
Even if they do win around, like he's.
P2 or P3, and
Yeah.
then they'll cancel it out the next weekend because they'll get a bad start and get a P8. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I see it's gonna
you got to
happen.
look at it this way too. Last year, Cole Davies won the most 250 main events last year. Deegan, actually, no, I think Deegan did, but Cole Davies is right. I don't remember. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Deegan didn't win much last year. He started kind of winning towards the end, but most of the time he was getting second place, second or third. I mean, he didn't even get the red plate till round 7 or 8, right? After Arlington. Arlington is what gave him the red plate, and that was round 6. No, I think it was round 7, 6, 7. Anyways, so it's, I mean, it took Deegan that many rounds to get to the red plate and still get a points gap of like 20 something, and then it dropped down because Cole Davies started winning, right? So just put it in perspective, we're already third round in. He's already won 2 main events. He's had the red plate for 2 rounds already. I mean, dude, we're not even at round 6 yet. So put it that way. By round 6, he's probably going to be pretty far up in the championship. And I'm going to say, I definitely think Deegan is going to keep doing what he's doing. I think he's going to, I have a feeling he's going to wrap up the championship early, which he did
Do you,
last year too.
okay.
And
So let me ask you this: do we think Star is gonna get a chip in all three, meaning SMX next? Well, maybe not all three, because 450s is still kind of crazy right now. But, um, or well, yeah, I guess three with
All
East and
4.
West, and then the
Yeah.
SMX next. So I mean, do you think Star does it? Cause
No, I don't think so. Because here's the reason why. Because I think Manir will race East Coast, so then he's automatically out of it. And the way the
oh yeah,
SMX
true,
next
true.
works is like the championship isn't based off of points for the 5 rounds or whatever it is they do. It's just based off the last event. So the last event, always something crazy happens, and the people you think would win will go down, and then you'll have a random like. I'm just gonna give him a shout out because he went down. Like Ryder Manowski will win the last round on Dudney and Landon Gordon going down. You know what I mean? Like it's just always something weird with that. Like never the people that is expected to win ever wins those. I feel like.
The only person that's been consistently up there about to win it is Ryder Malinowski, unfortunately.
okay, so hold on real quick. Cooper Webb signed a 2-year deal with Star back in
Almost.
2023.
Yep.
Um, so I think this is his last year with Star.
No,
As
he I think he re-signed this year because since he won last year, a lot of times that's what they'll do. They'll
but it wasn't
renegotiate.
a huge deal though. It was only like a year. I can't find anything on his.
I don't know. I know Justin Cooper's is up, and honestly, I don't see them like.
They're not going to
He's
I
like a
re-sign
don't
Justin
either.
supercross
Cooper.
guy.
I
Like
don't either.
he
I
I don't
think
know.
honestly, if Chase has a bad year, I think he goes to Star.
He's gonna run out of bikes to ride in a year or two.
I don't think Chase will go to Star.
I think
Actually,
he's
I think if
gonna
there
gel
was
on
one
the
more
KX.
place
He's gonna do
he
good.
would go to Star. But um, hold on, I'm trying to figure out when his contract ends. Cooper Webb's.
Are we segueing
Okay,
into the
Cooper
450 class
Webb's
now?
current contract is set to expire
Yeah.
the end of the 2026 season. So okay, this is why I'm bringing this up. because when I saw that photo, and I don't know if you guys watched um, I don't know if you guys watch after Supercross when they do the
Of
post
course.
race. Yeah, they talk about the track and the riders and all that stuff. But I watched the live interview of Cooper Webb talking about just horrible start to the season, looking like it's already over. But I saw the post also on Instagram, and somebody commented he was looking up at the Anaheim Jumbotron, and somebody said, "This is looking like it might be this post is making it look like Cooper Webb's last time being in the Anaheim One Stadium, or just Anaheim Angel Stadium, right?" And
Could
dude,
see that.
That hit me pretty freaking hard because I was like, dude, it's his last year. The championship is probably done. Like, we don't know. Something could happen, but it's probably done. Cooper Webb has already talked that he doesn't want to race motocross. The only thing because he likes Ken Roxon's deal, where Ken Roxon goes and races Supercross. He doesn't really race motocross anymore. He might race a
And he
round
does
or
those
two,
overseas rounds that
and then he
pays him
does
more than his normal contract does.
exactly,
Like,
exactly. And I want to talk about this as well. Cooper Webb talked with Gypsy Tales about you know 32 races total. There's 17 Supercross rounds, 12 motocross rounds, 3 SMX rounds, right? They were saying, I guess Feld was like, well, if you guys don't like racing so much, then why do you guys go overseas? And Cooper Webb's like, well, I can go overseas and get last place, and I still get more than I would have gotten on a podium
in motocross, yeah.
in
Like
motocross or
motocross,
supercross. So he's
yeah.
like, of course we're going to do the overseas rounds because we get paid just to be on the dirt bike. We don't get paid for placement. We don't get paid for first, second, third. Like, obviously,
And
I'm sure
career
they
as a dirt
do.
bike rider is uncertain, you know what I mean? Like, you just
Yeah.
never know. So if you have
So
a
they
chance to
get
make money,
paid
you gotta make
just
it.
to ride the bike. They don't get paid based off podiums or wins or anything like that. They get paid solely off just showing up and lining up at the gate. That's why they do it. And that's what Cooper Webb said. He's like, if it was up to me, again, he would do what Ken Roxon's contract is like and race supercross only, skip
I seen
motocross, and
that
go do
same video.
overseas. And it's like, dude, for these, Cooper Webb's 30 years old. They're older dudes. I mean, Jason Anderson was sick for majority of motocross dealing, I think he has an immune system issue. I don't know.
A
But like
lot of dirt
Jason
bike guys
Anderson,
do, though,
yeah, and
because they
Jason
put
Anderson's
their
like, I'm not gonna do motocross because it literally destroys me. Like
yeah, you put
I
your body through so much to do motocross that it literally destroys your body. Like, that's just because if you a lot of the guys do, because Kenny has the same problem. Like, that's why Kenny don't do outdoors is because his body cannot handle doing outdoors, which is whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's from the lime and like the tracks from like trying to get it up. It's like Epstein Barr and like it just progressively gets worse. But I think for me with these guys like what with basically what Cooper Webb's saying, it's these guys are fixing to come to an end pretty quick with having to do that many races. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, I
so,
think too,
so
like,
If
here's
they don't start throwing some money.
let me just get one thing. I think for me, like, if I was some of the older guys, Kenny, Cooper, Jason Anderson, some of the guys that know, like, there are some young kids in here that are willing to push it to a level that I'm not willing to go to. I'm just out here riding around, killing myself, for a couple hours a weekend. It's not worth it. Like, especially guys like Cooper, you know what I mean? Like, he's a champion. Cooper don't want to go ride around in 7th or 8th place. Like, he wants to win, but he also knows that he's not willing to, like, push his body and himself to, like, how fast outdoors is, especially on a 450, is like a whole nother level. Like Chase, Jet, Hunter, like even Justin Cooper, like the level those guys are going, like you have to be willing to put yourself on the line. And if you wreck, dude, like there's consequences to it. And you're 30 years old and you have the amount of money and the championships that Cooper Webb has, like maybe you don't want to do that. It's same for Kenny. Like Kenny don't even have the Supercross championships, but like you're older, you got family, like some of that stuff is real. Like, if you get hurt, you want to be able to take your kids to the park the next day. Like, I don't know if you guys watch basketball a lot, but like, you're just, I don't know, not long ago, Jimmy Butler tore his ACL. And the first thing he was concerned about was not being able to take his kids to the park the next day. You know
yeah,
what I
and
mean? So,
Ken
like,
Ken Roxon says that too. He's like, dude, and Cooper Webb's the same way. They're like, look, having a family really balances riding motocross. in Supercross because it's like, okay, yeah, we do our business, we go to the races, we race to win, and then after that it's like family time. It's all about family. Like they don't even think about Supercross or riding their dirt bike unless they really have to, right? So, I mean, yeah, these older guys, like I think Tomac is the only one out of the older dudes who's like hungry, dude. Like he's, and I'm not saying Cooper Webb and Ken Roxon aren't hungry, but Tomac is like, dude, he is like he wants to win before he like. I think his goal is to win one more championship before retiring, and I definitely
You think
think
though, like, do you think the difference though for me, like compared to those guys, is like that's the way Tomac rides though, is on the edge, and that's where he's always been, is like on the edge, and
I'd
he's more
say Tomac's
comfortable
on the
being.
edge, but not as much, dude. Like he
Well,
used to
like,
be
he's
like
more comfortable in that spot than a guy like, say, Cooper Webb is. Like, Cooper
yeah
Webb's a finesse
yeah
guy, like, he don't have the overall, like, raw speed, but he can get around the track and pick lines.
yeah
Whereas when you come to outdoors, you have to be, like, on the edge, and Cooper's just that's not what he's about, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, so
Tomac is
Eli is
yeah
more comfortable to be there. I think
yeah
that's the difference to me, like, even compared to, like, Kenny, because Kenny's pretty comfortable to be on the edge, he can't do it for however many rounds outdoors is because it kills his body. You know what I mean? He's learned that, okay, like, I can't do this because my body will not hold up.
yeah. I mean, man, I don't know. I just so back to Cooper Webb real fast. What do you guys think is going to happen after 2026? What do y'all think he'll go ride again? Maybe another like a contract year, like a 1 year thing.
Supercross only is what he'll do.
Well, do
If
you
he
think
rides,
Star?
it'll be Supercross only.
Do you think Star will allow that though?
They allowed Tomac to do it. Tomac just chose to ride
To,
outdoors, and we forget too that Tomac always like
Was
those
he was
2 years
supposed to
well,
injured.
retire, so
Tomac
that's
got
what
injured in
threw Star
Supercross.
off.
It was a
Right.
1 year contract for everything, not just one thing. Because
Right.
Tomac
Then he
got
got
injured.
injured, came back, and then he signed SX only, but then ended up riding again for motocross. Decided he would ride motocross because it was a lot of see how my body feels and if I want to do it. I think Star with Cooper would do the same thing. I think Star would want Cooper because I think personally like Cooper will probably be a guy that once he's done riding will probably be around the goat farm and like help and do that kind of
Or
stuff. Because
or do you guys think this is Cooper Webb's last year?
I think
I
he'll
think it
do
could
this
be.
year and I think he'll do Supercross only next year and then probably call it quits. That'd be
I
my
could see
prediction.
that. And here's another thing too. If they don't re-sign Cooper Webb and they don't re-sign Justin Cooper, who's gonna fill in
Where does he go?
besides Deegan?
Where does
No,
Cooper go?
right. That too. Where does Justin Cooper and Cooper Webb go? But
Well,
on
I,
top
I
of
think
that,
I think Cooper Webb
who?
retires.
But on top of that, who is gonna take the next? I mean, Deegan can't be the only 450 rider.
Hear me out. Hear me out. It's Joe Shimoda.
I could I could see that. I can see that, and that would be gnarly. And you know
Because
what?
Honda's not getting rid of the two Lawrence guys, and
Nope.
the way contracts and all this stuff works is they're only going to be allowed two bikes. They're allowed two pro bikes.
And
That's
want to hear something crazy? It's not really crazy, but Shimoda, Deegan respects the crap out of Shimoda for what happened at SMX. And Brian Deegan even said it. Like, Brian Deegan is a fan of Shimoda. Hayden Deegan, I think, obviously, he's probably not a fan, but I think he respects Joe for the fight he put out. So
it'll be somebody like
I
that. I
would,
mean, I
it
don't know
doesn't
though for
shock
sure.
me if Joe Shimoda and Deegan, I'm not going to say become friends, but it wouldn't shock me if they became like more so frenemies, right? Like, hey, on the track, I hate you. Practice, we're cool. Like, I don't think Hayden Deegan hates Shimoda, and I don't even think Shimoda hates Deegan. I
I
know
will say that we're
Shimoda.
talking very, very long term though, because like we also got to look too. Like if we're talking Cooper Webb retiring, like Kenny's not far away, Jason Anderson's not far away. You know what I mean? Like Eli's not far away. That's a lot of like premier bike spots that are going to open up, and there's not like a lot of guys coming up that you would say would take those. So obviously Deegan's going to go Yamaha 450,
Yeah,
right?
he's
And
got a
then
4 year contract.
there's
Yeah.
been there's been rumors too of this. I don't know. This is 250 talk, but like there's been rumors of Hymus going back to pro circuit and Hammaker going to Honda on a 250 next year. if you guys have heard that or not, because Hymus don't train with
I
the
know.
Lawrence
I know.
brothers no more.
Hymus is on contract here right now.
Yeah, and he don't train with the Lawrence Bros no more, and Hamaker does. So a lot of times with that kind of stuff, you can put two and two together. If you're training with them, why wouldn't you ride the same bike as them?
Yeah.
Uh, but there's just a lot of stuff like, and Shimoda would be probably 2 years away from the 450 class, right? So say
Yeah, but
he,
it's like okay, like for example, like I know Shimoda. I think Shimoda signed what, a 2-year deal. Let me
yep.
see.
But if he wins a 250 championship, he's then got to move up. But we're talking right now. I think Cooper Webb will be a 450 Supercross only next year. So you'd have Deegan and Cooper Webb Supercross. Then going into motocross, I don't know what you do. You know what I mean? Because
Okay,
you'd have two guys.
so Joe Shimoda's extension is to 2026, with
So the end of this
some
year.
reports suggesting a potential through 2027. And I guarantee you, could be wrong, if Joe Shimoda does not show out in MX or SMX, he's going to get kicked off. Where you come in, I don't know why, dude. I really like this. I really like that 450 star Yamaha deal with Joe Shimoda going there. That really kind of that gets me going a little bit. But let's just think right now. If Star says, "Okay, Cooper Webb, we're not signing you." Justin Cooper, sorry, we're not signing you. If they had to choose right now, let's just say nobody's contract is starting or ending. Let's just say right now, who is Star picking up besides Joe Shimoda? Like, who would they pick up?
Well, does it have to be a 450 guy or somebody that's moving up from the 250?
I think they could do like kind of like what they did
'Cause,
with Deegan,
that's
where
where it's gonna
they
get
do
curious
250 to
too. Is like
450.
who wins the 250 championship and then has to like if somebody has to move up next year, depending on who wins it.
Okay, well, no, I mean, actually, you know who I could see going 450 is Michael Mosiman.
I
I
don't see
think it,
that.
yeah, that too,
I
that
could see it,
too.
dude.
But
Michael
I also
Mosiman,
see if Cole wins, I think if Davies wins this year, backs it up next year, I see him teammates with
We're talking. We
Dees.
need somebody next year to
like,
fill
yeah,
the
we're talking
spot,
like
but
right now. Like, if it was right now, like, who's going?
there's no good options. I'll be honest with you. You're gonna have somebody weird like Garrett Marchbanks or somebody like
But
that.
you have to think of it like this: Austin Faulkner went straight to 450s, hasn't even gotten his 250 chip. So,
Well,
and
because
Jordan
he's
Smith
still
as
racing
well.
he's racing 250 East Coast Ortner is. I don't know if you guys didn't know that or not, but he's
Oh
racing
yeah, he
250
is,
East
huh?
Coast. He only raced West Coast rounds because Jordan Smith got hurt. So he's only been
Right.
on like that Triumph 450 since like around Christmas time is what I heard.
Yeah. Well, Jordan Smith, another great example. No 250 chips. He's on the 450. You don't necessarily need a chip to go 450, but who would it be? I mean, I
I
definitely
don't
see see Joe Shimoda definitely making a jump to star. I could easily see that.
I don't know.
What
I
about
think
what about Ty Masterpool? He's privateer right now. He's 450. He's on star, or he's not on star. He's on a Yamaha. But like, why
I don't know.
haven't
I
they
think
even considered him?
that's tricky because I think there's a lot of guys in the 450 class that are like a season away from retiring, and I don't know if like Tomac is. I mean, how many years does he have left? You know what I mean? What's KTM do then? You know, like if he goes, I mean, Ken Roxon's not got a lot of time left. I would say like Justin Cooper's probably likely out of Star Yamaha. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of guys that's like, and there's not that many going up right now that you're like, man, those are gonna be really really good guys on a 450. And even Deegan, dude, I have a lot of concerns. Like I think he'll be super good on a 450. Don't get me wrong. Not gonna say he's gonna be bad, but I think there's some concerns on the way he rides a dirt bike that may not translate to a 450 that well. Just
So
personally.
so another thing too, um, there has been well, I don't know what's going to happen with HRC. I can't remember who it was, but they asked him in press day. They asked Hunter Lawrence, is like, what would happen if you and Jet Lawrence got split up? And he pretty much told him straight up, like, hey, Hunter, you would be going to a different team, not Jet. Unfortunately, hate to tell you, but if you were to go to a different team, how would that affect you and Jet Lawrence? And I guess I think they said like they wouldn't be on a separate teams, like they're gonna stay on the
Oh
same
no,
team
they'll
forever.
yeah they'll be.
Um, so what? I mean, Hunter Lawrence is doing good right now. He's second in the championship. Could easily win the championship. So what happens? What happens if I don't know, when does Hunter Lawrence? Let's see. When does
Oh, I mean, I
Um,
don't think none of their contracts matter though, because Hunter and Jed are gonna stay together on Honda, and they're not leaving Honda.
let's see. What would could you see? I think this is a huge stretch. Could you see Deegan and the Lawrence brothers being teammates?
Where would they do that at though? Because no factory like
Honda.
none of them have.
Honda. I
Honda's not gonna
honestly
pick a third bike though. That's the
no.
problem.
Well, here's the thing. Let's just say hypothetically, Deegan in the
Could you
450
imagine the amount of
class.
money they'd have to pay those all three of them? It would be impossible.
Yeah, but do you know how much money they would fucking make?
No, not that much.
I think they'd make a shitload. Okay, let's just hypothetically, let's not talk money. I mean, yes, money is the
I
biggest
think
deal,
it would
right?
be a lot of money,
Oh, it would,
dude.
dude.
It would
Deegan,
be.
like, okay, but let's. I mean, I could see Deegan going Honda after. I mean, I
I
don't
couldn't.
think if he actually speaking of this, where do you think Deegan goes after his 4 year contract? Let's say he wins. Let's just say he wins 2 years out of the four
I
year
think he
contract.
stays Yamaha personally. If he was to go anywhere, that would go back to KTM.
You think he'd go to KTM?
Yeah.
I don't think so, dude.
Well,
I
it's
don't
just the
think
same
he'd go
thing
to
as
KTM.
the KTM. Like Eli talked about how good the KTM feels to him. You got to think they have the. I mean, and we're like years away from this, right? Like the KTM could be totally different by then. But if the
Yeah,
KTM fits Eli's riding style, imagine how well it would fit Hayden's because they have the same riding style.
yeah. That I mean that's true. And Deegan's already been on a KTM, and yeah. I mean, dude, I just want to know what they're gonna do for Star for the 450s after 2026 because I personally don't think if Cooper doesn't step up and Justin Cooper, if either of them don't step up, I don't see.
Well,
I
here's the
the only
deal:
reason I
if Cooper
see
is
them keeping
contracted,
him,
if Cooper Webb is contracted, he's got all the cards. Like he can race if he wants, pretty much, and I think he will. So I think your Yamaha 450 is Cooper Webb and Hayden Deegan in 2027.
yeah, I could see that. But where would Cooper go? Where do you think Justin Cooper would go?
I don't know. That's where it gets tricky. He might be like an odd guy out type deal. Like he's gonna be one of them guys that gets like a Ducati or like one of them kind of rides, like a maybe get a ride at Triumph on a 450 if they want to have
I was
two
gonna
450
say I
guys.
think Triumph would take him. I don't think Austin Forkner would go 450 next year. Honestly, I
No,
like
I
you
don't think.
said he's on 450 because Jordan Smith is out. I think Justin Cooper would go to Triumph.
Well, and I think a lot of that depends on if they want to do 450 guys. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, which I think it'd be smart. I think they need to start. I mean, they're a new team. I know they probably don't have all the funds, but if we're gonna keep putting Triumph on the map, I think Justin Cooper is a good guy to have on the team. Now, is he perfect? No, but if Justin Cooper just quit jumping the fucking whoops, I think he'd be a top five guy at best.
which is weird because did he jump the whoops on a 250? Because do not remember that at all. Like
I don't
I always
know,
remember him
dude.
being a
I don't
decent whoops guy,
remember.
and then all of a sudden he's on a 450, and Buddy can't like skim a whoop to save his life.
I wonder if it's just like I honestly
Probably
I
arm
think it,
pump, honestly. He probably gets arm pump
dude.
in the whoops on a 450. But you think that's the one spot where you actually got to feel like you're just hanging on for dear life? And some people like there's nothing you can do to like prevent arm pump really. Like you can do all of the stuff that you're supposed to do, but like you either get it or you don't.
Okay, and then like how about this though? So Justin Cooper jumps the whoops. What does Bobby Reagan say to that? Because I know Bobby Reagan told Deegan last year in the final round of Supercross, he said we're not going to celebrate your first place championship if you don't skim these whoops. So like, how does what does Bobby
I
Reagan
don't.
say
Bobby
about
Reagan don't
this
have that
shit?
much say in it though because he's not. They're not Bobby's riders. The 450 guys aren't Bobby's riders.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like so, I'm sure they see each other, but like like it's all a different whole ordeal. You know what I mean? Like that's why I was sure that Deegan was gonna race a 450 Supercross because he's under the Yamaha 10, not the Star 10 anymore. And I wasn't sure how
Yeah.
Star would and their sponsors would like that Deegan's gonna ride their bike and get all their stuff and not represent Thor and all the people that Star is sponsored by.
Yeah, no, that makes
I feel like
sense.
we got on a really long tangent there, though. Not gonna lie.
Dude, that was a fun tangent though, dude. That's like
Oh,
it's so
it was a
cool
great
like trying to
tangent.
figure out who's gonna like where someone
Oh, I
would
think
go.
realistically, dude, I think 20 like you're looking long future, and I'll look future here too, like long ways away. I think 2027, this 2026, 2028 Supercross might be where it gets really weird, and like you're talking 2028, like Eli could be gone, Jason Anderson could be gone, Cooper Webb could be gone. Who the hell knows with Jorge Prado if he's gone? Ken Roxon could be gone. Like so, then you start talking like Egan and a lot of the 250
No,
guys
I
are
think
young.
Roxon gets it done in 28.
No, I don't think he's got that much left in him. I really don't.
Dude.
Like you're talking like Chase Sexton, Jet, Hunter, Deegan, and then some of the good 250 guys is like your premier class, and it's all young cats on 450s rather than like right now it's like a bunch of just old heads in the 450 class. Like Jet and Hunter are like the two young guys, and everybody else is just old. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. 2028 could be interesting, and like the look of Supercross could be totally different. Like when it comes to like the premier class.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. These contracts too, they're fucking huge. Like multi-year contracts. They're these contracts aren't they're starting to die off on the whole. Like I guess if you're like Chase Sexton or Eli Tomac, like I know Eli Tomac's on a 1-year contract right now, but only if he doesn't win, right? So like if he starts winning, which he is, and if he wins this championship, Tomac would probably sign another year,
I
another
don't think he
extension.
would. I don't think he would, because I think that's where
That's what I'm saying.
if
Like, at what point does Tomac stop? Because, like, if he's gonna retire this year and doesn't win it,
No,
oh,
I
I'm gonna
think if
come
he
back.
wins
I gotta
this, he
redeem
retires.
myself, and then wins it.
I think if he
Yeah.
wins it, he retires. I think if he would have won when he
Okay.
tore his Achilles, he would have retired, and we would have never heard of
Yeah,
Eli Tomac again.
that's why I think Tomac's racing because he's like 2023 shouldn't have happened. He should have won. He knows it. We know it. Everybody fucking knows it.
But
He
how
should
many
have
of these
won.
guys also think too? Like let's not like not talk about the elephant in the room that Jet Lawrence isn't here. And like we talked about it earlier, like the 450 class prior to this year with Jet Lawrence has been boring because he could start 10th and he was still going to win by 10 seconds. Like Uh, granted, like Eli'd kind of been hurt. Chase Sexton, he likes to get dirt samples at every round. Hunter Lawrence was kind of a newbie in the class last year, but beyond that, like there's no guys that have just a ton of raw speed that's gonna run away from anybody. Like,
So, okay, this is
uh,
a hot take here, but I think so. Jet Lawrence is he signed he signed a multi-year deal, right? So his contract will end in 2029, I believe. I believe is when it'll end. So I say in 2029, this is a hot take, but Jet Lawrence has won every championship already, and he's probably gonna win some more. I think in 2029, Jet Lawrence calls it quits. He doesn't sign again. He doesn't even write. He's like done. Like I've done my. I know his goal and probably everybody's goal is to beat the king of Supercross. But I don't think Jet Lawrence really. I'm not saying he doesn't care, but I think Jet Lawrence by 2029, after his contract ends, he'll call it quits. I think Hunter Lawrence will also call it quits. I think Chase Sexton will call it quits also
and Austin
after
Forkner wins
another.
the championship.
I think Chase Sexton, once he wins another Supercross title, um, and maybe an SMX title, he'll call it quits.
See, I
Like,
think I wouldn't say the Jet retiring is totally out of the realm of possibility just because like he has won everything.
hold on,
But
real quick,
I
before
think
you
it does
go on.
depend on like how obtainable he feels like actually getting close to like Ricky Carmichael and all them guys are. Because I mean, he's already really close, isn't he? Like I don't know
But no,
how many SX wins he has, but like
hear me out
how
on this.
obtainable that is might be a like deciding factor for him. Like
Here,
if the young guys are coming in and now they're super fast, and he's like, yeah, dude, I'm not pushing that level of fast. Like I'm just gonna ride around, and if I win, I win.
but
Maybe then he retires. But if he still feels like I can go win every round, I don't think that'll happen.
hear me out on this though. Ryan Villapoto did what I'm basically saying about Jet Lawrence. Ryan Villapoto had 450 Supercross titles, Monster Energy Cup titles, motocross titles. I don't even know how many championships Ryan Villapoto's won. Quite a bit, right? But Villapoto, and this is Dungy even admits this. Dungy was Ryan Villapoto's. They were. Oh my god, what the fuck? That's
I
my
think too what you're forgetting
AI
though is
doing.
Ryan Villapoto hated riding his dirt bike.
Yeah,
Like
but
he didn't enjoy riding his dirt bike at all. Like that's something that I think I would assume they like Jet and Hunter like they probably enjoy that stuff. And no, I think for me like the biggest factor is if he still feels like he could win and how close he is to like breaking like all-time Supercross wins record is. Like he's already went undefeated in motocross, so that's not really important to him. And a lot of the motocross records, like
let's see.
sure you can get them, but they're not as cool as like the Supercross stuff. And I think Jet has like a real possibility and like kind of a drive to want to go down as the go to Supercross and like the goat of the sport of all time. Like, because let's be honest, he's kind of on that trajectory. If like he hadn't got hurt 2 Supercross in a row, like if he didn't get hurt last year and this year, how many Supercross titles would he theoretically have? Like 5 already or something stupid. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, 4 years is a long time. That's three
yeah,
championships in 1 year. I definitely see Jet Lawrence calling it quits after 2029. But like you said, you have a good point. If he's already that close, if he's 65 wins by 2029, all he needs is 12 more Supercross wins. Actually, 13. He just needs to beat Jeremy McGrath by one more. So, and how many rounds are there? 17. He could easily do it. But also, we don't know how Jet Lawrence has already gotten hurt quite a few times.
right. And
We
that's what I
have
mean. Like
no
he could
idea.
retire in 2 years. You know what I mean? He
Yeah,
could
yeah.
retire next year. He could
And
go in the next offseason, get hurt again before Supercross, say fuck this, I'm done. Like
yeah,
I've made enough money for my lifetime and my kids's and everybody else's, and not doing this no more. And he's already going to go down as one of the all-time greats of the sport, no matter how if he wins another moto again in his life or not. Like that's how
yeah.
dominant he's been since he's been on the 450.
Yeah, and I mean, we have no idea. Like, I mean, as you said, we have no idea what's going to happen now. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I think it's going to be an interesting next few years. Um, and yeah, Hunter Lawrence. I mean, he's getting older too. I mean, how many more can Hunter do? He hasn't even won a 450 ship at all. And
And he's older
unfortunately,
too. That's the thing that
that's
people
what I'm saying.
forget
He's
about too.
older. It's like how much longer can Hunter Lawrence go before he's
I
like,
don't know.
all
I
right,
think he's
dude.
only getting better though. Like he used to
True.
kind of be the injury prone one, and then it was Jet that's like, hey, like you're the one. But now it's like Jet's kind of been hurt and Hunter's not. Like he kind of rides within himself. It looks like he don't really look wild. Like I think Hunter looks really good personally. Like
No, and as I said earlier, the chip is definitely in his favor if something all it takes one round. Ken Roxon, for example, horrible. He went from second to fourth in the championship. Chase Sexton, two horrible. I want to say second round was very horrible because he got fourth, but first round horrible. Chase Sexton is only 13 points back. Chase Sexton could easily run away with this title too. Ken
well,
Roxon,
I think
14
I
points.
don't
He
think
could
we're giving
easily run
Hunter
away.
Lawrence enough credit now though. Like he's only 8 points back, and we talk about like
Yeah,
how
he's only
dominant
eight.
Eli's been. Like Hunter was a 4.22. Like so round one he wasn't great, and we always like
Yeah, no,
Hunter
like
will get
I've
better as the
I've
year
been
goes
just
on.
as fast, guys. Like I've been just as fast.
And that's the thing too. Like
And
how
that's
much
what
more
I want to
speed?
talk about too is like, do we think, okay, so let's not put, okay, let's take Austin Fortner out of the picture this past weekend when he got in the way of Hunter. Let's take him out. Does he catch Chase?
Does
Well,
Chase
hang on.
catch? Wait. Does he catch Tomac? You mean?
No, it's Hunter catch Chase because he only ended 3 seconds, and Austin got in his way.
Wait. Yeah, never mind. I don't. I'm looking at the point standings right now. I'm looking at the wrong
So
thing.
Oh,
he
my
ran a
bad, my
one.
bad.
No, you're good. I know what
I
you're
think
saying.
honestly, I think Hunter does, man. Hunter, he's on the verge, man. If I think if anybody can almost run away with it too, other than Chase, is probably going to be Hunter. And
Right. I honestly, my
he's
hot take, dude, right now is
Hunter's
I think Hunter's gonna win the
Hunter's tough
championship.
right now.
You think that's a hot take or no?
I agree.
Because I think Chase is gonna get at least 3 to 5 more dirt samples this year in a main event. Uh, and then Eli, I don't know, like Eli's still Eli to me, but I just don't see
Oh, another
what
thing, Cooper
he
Webb
started
almost
fifth and
caught
went to
Eli.
third. Right, like Cooper looked faster than Eli for a little bit of there, and like if Eli would have got a bad start, would he have been back there P8, P9 with Ken Roxon? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just didn't see. I don't know. I kind of still have the same thing with Eli that I don't see with since he's gotten older that he'll charge through the field like some of the other guys will. But we shall see as the year goes on.
I think he knows. I think with Eli, he knows too. Also, man, like whew, 17 rounds. I'll just take my second, or I'll take my third, or I'll take my fifth this weekend, and next weekend, come back. You know, but Houston's different soil, so I'm actually curious to see how Tomac does in Houston, because it's total different ground right there.
Do we think so far this year though the Hunters had more speed than Eli?
Um,
I think so. It looks like it at least.
I think so too. I just
I
think
mean, he almost
Eli's had
caught him
better
in
start.
San Diego. I mean, yeah, I, dude, yeah. But also, Hunter Lawrence was first leading the laps at San Diego, and Tomac went from third to first, past both Kenny and Hunter. So, I don't know. I
I don't
mean,
know. I think Hunter's probably like it's between Hunter and probably Eli would be my guess, and I think I don't know. I think Hunter's gonna end up winning the championship personally.
you think Hunter's gonna? Dude, I don't know. As much as I want Tomac to win, I mean, I think Tomac's gonna get this one. I think he's on a mission right now. I really think he is.
I don't know. I just
It's so early to talk about that though because they're all so fast. Like, okay, yeah, let's jump to
it
the
is
450
100%.
main event, right? So 450 main event, dude. All four of them, Jason Anderson, Tomac, Hunter Lawrence, Chase Sexton, were all within a second of each other from first place. So like they were all like they were all in the same section, same corners for God, dude. How long? 10 minutes?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Like, dude,
it was
it
insane.
was a good 450 race. Like,
Who do you think's gonna be more
And
consistent on
Coop
starts
and
as the
Coop
year goes on though,
and
Hunter or
Coop
Eli?
was in the back. I think Hunter. Hunter's pretty
And
good.
that's
Hunter's
to
good on
me,
starts.
and that's where I think
Yep.
that's where I give Hunter the edge because I mean he's Eli's looked really good so far on the KTM, but like last year on the Yamaha he looked really bad in starts, like really bad. And Hunter overall, like he's been on the bike forever. I feel like his starts will probably only get better and better as well.
I mean, Tomac starts haven't been bad. I mean, he
No, they
doesn't
haven't
miss
been
But
bad at
any
all. They've been
shots,
but
but
really good still.
Coop
I just
Coop
think that
was lurking until he fell. Coop was lurking in the back.
right.
He
I
was
just think
coming. Coop
I
was
give Hunter
Coop
the
was
edge
on a
there.
roll. He was coming. Yeah, I think I see Hunter being more consistent in starts this year.
but how about Anderson though, dude? Smooth.
Dude,
He
He
falls
what?
looks
off.
really good on the
He
Suzuki,
falls
dude.
off. I'll tell you that much. He falls off. But golly, dude, he looks good on that Zuki, dude. But he
Honestly,
looked good
though,
on
he
the
didn't
Cowie.
fall off as bad as you think, though. Like
No, dude, he
he
wasn't even
had the
that
one
far.
lap when he got pushed off the track. Other than that, he was pretty much on pace with the rest of them. Like
Yeah. No, man, dude, Jason Anderson just fits that Zuki so well. He looks good on it. But let's talk about Chase Sexton, dude. Winner, chicken dinner. The front tucker of the century. I mean, dude, I laughed. I like actually laughed out loud when he tucked because, dude, the frame, the picture they like when they were watching Tomac, in the heat race, or I can't remember who was in the heat race with Chase Sexton. But you see, they're not even on Chase Sexton anymore. They're on second and third place. And then you just see in the sand section, you just see Chase Sexton face down, ass up. And I was just like, oh my God, like, you can't be serious. And I already knew what happened. He definitely tucked. And then they show the replay and he's tucked in the front. And we're just like, come on. Like, are we serious right now? It's just so funny to see that because they weren't even following him. You just see him in the background, just face down, ass up in the sand. Uh, Man, it's funny, dude. I don't know, but Chase Sexton did really good that main event. I'm happy he won. Been saying it for a while. He is the fastest
Broke
dude.
that Cowie curse.
He is
Broke the
the
450
fastest dude.
Cowie curse.
Yeah, he is the fastest dude. Like he's
Oh,
faster than
he's the
Tomac. He's
fastest
faster
by
than Lawrence.
quite a bit.
He is faster than everybody. Okay.
And he says that when he's on, he says nobody can touch him.
You know
And
what's crazy to me is the main event. He never really looked like he was like pushing like to go as fast as he could, and he was still like what 5/10 faster than Eli on his fastest lap, almost 7, 8 tenths faster than Hunter, like a full second faster than Jason. Like I think when he just tries to ride smooth and like doesn't force things, like he's got the most speed, and then when Jet's around, he's the only guy that can be close to Jet. He just can't be as consistent.
but when Jet's around, in my opinion, I think it's Chase versus Chase. Chase gets in his head when Jet's around, and I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
That's
opposite. Like I think with Jet being out, and I feel like this is probably a lot of them, like Eli included, like they probably all feel like this is their year too.
well, yeah. Why do you think Coop's so mad right now? Like he's like,
Right, they
fuck
all think this is the
next
year that
year, fuck
they've got
Jet.
to win it, right? Because Jet will be back next year, right? So like, and Jet's proven time and time again that he can always find just a little bit more than everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I'm like, as I've said, I don't really care to watch 450s. It's been a snooze fest every year. Jet Lawrence is there. It's a snooze fest. Um, I enjoyed it last year, but last year was pretty bland too. It was Cooper Webb and Chase Sexton. That was it. Like that was literally it. Hunter Lawrence was out. Tomac was out. Jet Lawrence was out. I mean, it was Ken Roxon got injured as well. So it really just came down to Chase Sexton and Cooper Webb. So I'm hoping to God everyone stays healthy, both 250 and 450. That way, 450, dude. This is great so far. We're three rounds in. Everyone's good so far. Um, dude, it's literally if everyone stays healthy, I think this 450 championship is gonna go all the way to the end. And I don't even know if it'll be just two people at this point. I think it could be three or four people. Cooper,
I
dude,
think
we're
it'll end up
only.
being a three-person battle, personally.
You know who I think it's going to be
Kenny's
between?
not far off though.
I think it's going to be four. I think it's going to be Webb, Tomac, Lawrence, and Sexton. I think this lit a fire under Cooper Webb's ass this weekend. I think it's a
I
big
don't know. I
turnaround.
think I think
No,
Cooper's
I
too
think
far back.
Coop's down. He's down a whole ass
He's got to
race right
win
now.
like I think Cooper's got to win like
Cooper
9
Webb
rounds this year to have
is
a chance.
not far off the.
He's
He's not far.
46.
What? No, he's
He's
24
25
points
points. Yeah,
down.
24 points.
Oh, he is. I was looking at the results for the race.
Like he's got
Yeah.
to win like 9 rounds to have a chance, dude. Like, and then he still needs help, probably. Like,
Hey,
I think
all it
at
takes
most
though.
it's
Again, all
Eli,
it takes
Hunter, Chase,
one bad
Kenny.
race. That's all it
But
takes. Anything could flip.
I don't know. I just don't see Kenny having. Sorry, Hunt, but I just don't see Kenny having the
Shut your
rides he'll
mouth!
need
Shut your mouth! Shut it!
to have.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I have to agree with Jency here. I don't
No!
think
Shut
Kenny's
your
got it,
mouth!
bro. Kenny ain't got it.
Dude, I love Kenny.
No!
I would
He
love for Kenny to
does.
win one, dude. I just don't see it happen. I think
Yeah,
Chase has
I
just got
agree.
too much speed.
I,
I think those top
I,
three just have a little bit more, like a little bit more pace.
I
Not
definitely
that.
think Kenny gets a win though this year for sure.
Oh, I think he
Oh
might win
yeah,
a
yeah.
couple. I just think that Eli, Hunter, and Chase might win 3 or 4 apiece. You know what I mean? Like, which I guess it's not hard to say for Eli because he's already won two. Chase has already got one. Like, I could see Hunter winning 2 or 3. Like, he gets a whole shot, he'll run away with one. You know what I mean? Like, uh,
Kenny
no, I
still
mean,
ain't.
I could see Kenny being in there because I mean, all it really takes for Kenny to be back into it is Eli to have a bad round, and then he's only 6 points back at Hunter right now, a point back at Chase. So if Eli has a round that he gets a P10 and it just happens to be the round that Kenny wins, like
Woo! I
theoretically,
know it.
he's right back into it. So I mean, I could see it being a four rider battle.
Yeah, I think it's.
Go ahead, count my boy out. Watch what he does.
Oh
Oh, dude, don't
man.
still got Forkner winning the championship this year, dude. Don't worry.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
He only needs to win
Which brings up this topic.
the next 15 rounds.
Get the F out of the way. Granted, he did apologize on social media and say that he
That
thought it was Savachi, but Jesus Christ.
he thought it was
I wanted to
McElrath. I
see.
think that's who he thought it
I
was.
want. Oh well. Anyways, whoever. I wanted to see Hunter versus Chase at the end. It would have been cool.
Okay, one other thing. Let's. I know we've already talked about how insane this track was. Um, but Aaron Plessinger and his crash, bro. What is going on? What is going on? Everyone's crashing. Kitchen, Hymus, SMX next guys. LCQ riders are all over the place. I thought another guy was about to get decapitated in the LCQ. I can't remember if it was 450 or 250. I think it was 250. And then AP goes down in the heat race off the triple.
What do you guys think happened there? Like, he sounded like he didn't hit neutral. Like, he just kind of said he didn't know. Like, if you hit neutral, you normally know that you hit neutral going off the face of a jump. Like, you think he was just a gear low maybe and didn't get as much. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe his back end kicked out weird. Like I want to
Oh,
say
he came
cross
up.
rutted, but
He
like
came up way short. Like, cause I was like, dude, why'd he bail? He definitely could have landed that. And then I seen a different angle, and he was like, he came up way short.
I don't, dude. I don't even know, man. That's I just did. I like, dude. This was the. It's just weird, dude. Like there were so many crashes that night. Like it was just
It
bad.
was the same section too. It seemed like the AP is a little different, but there was a lot of wrecks over in the section before the whoops.
Yeah, that rhythm
I
section
think
was crazy.
I think that personally the reason why is because it's was like the fastest section of the track, like for a rhythm section, but it was the start of the rhythm was a 90-degree turn, and the end of the rhythm was a 90-degree turn.
So okay,
So
that
everybody wants to funnel to the outside, but when you're in a pack of people, some people have to funnel the inside and then still try to make the rhythms, which then causes people to be like, so some people are going outside and tripling on the table. Well, if you go inside, you're just going double and then going over table. So it's having like different rhythms. Well, you have a whole pack of bikes in there. It's just kind
yeah.
of a recipe for disaster, in my
So
opinion.
yeah, another thing too that I think people like caught everything off of, like they caught everyone off guard, is when you tripled in onto the table and then you went table. So you triple in, you land on the table, and then you're jumping off the table over that single. There's a triple right there. That triple's face launched you into the sky. Like I don't know if y'all noticed it, but it definitely cut so many people's time going through that
Deep
section because that
sprung off
triple.
of it one time, and I was like, "My God, dude, where are you going?
Yeah,
NASA?"
and my girlfriend's like, why does it look like they're going slow? You know, obviously TV perspective is not the same as being in person, but I was like, that triple, the face of that triple is like a fucking launcher. Like that launches you, dude. So like you're literally in the air for like 2 seconds off that triple. Like nobody was really scrubbing it because it, I mean, what the fuck are you scrubbing? The fucking moon? Like you, it launched you in the air. Uh, let me see if I could pull it up here. Um, but dude, I don't know. Just something about that section just didn't sit right with me. But you have a point there, Jinsey. Like if you went inside, and this happened like in the heat race with, or I think I can't remember if I think his main event for 250s. Like Cameron McAdoo singled the jump on the outside. Deegan cut inside and doubled into that rhythm section, right? Um, so and like you said, just going different rhythms, like scary, right? So let me see here. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna go live real fast if you guys want to check my screen.
Could you imagine though looking at the face of that down the lane and like, oh my God, I gotta scrub this?
Let me know when you guys are in here.
I'm in here.
I'm in here.
So
Go full screen. You can.
it is it not?
I have like a little window, and it's showing how
Click.
many views you've had.
Oh, what the? Oh, hold on. My bad. That's my fault.
Technical. Technical difficulties here on the Gate Drop uh, podcast.
Okay, what about now?
There it is.
Okay, so if we go, so look right here, McAdoo's outside, which Max Anstey. What the fuck, dude?
He took the Levi Kitchen line, dude.
Dude, this is so funny. Like watching it now back, this
Hey,
is funny.
this is me and MX Bikes. Max is me and MX Bikes for sure.
But look, okay, he gets cut off. Deegan cuts inside right here. Look at this. So double. This is what happens. So off. So this is that triple right here that Anstey's hitting right now. But look, Deegan almost kills McAdoo again. But look how high you are in the air off that triple. Like, I mean, I guess it's a normal triple, but god dang, dude. Like, that takes so much time. Like, look at the air time.
The whole lead, dude. I was faded by saying it was a 90. It was
Mosman
definitely a
made
bull
it look
turn into that. But
treacherous. Mosman made it look like it was huge.
Yeah.
I just think that was the problem. Like we all talk about, like we need rhythm sections that have different rhythms, but the way that like that rhythm section needed to be towards the end of the track, not right after the start, because you've seen the chaos in that rhythm off the start when there's 20 bikes trying to hit the same rhythm at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, here, this is a good one right here. The 250 main event. So, if we're
Do the
watching
start of that one.
the top box or bottom box, right? Okay. Ah, damn, it doesn't really show it.
Go to the start of the 250 minute. Go watch the gate drop of that, and just look at the chaos in that rhythm though. Like that's just like kind of a recipe for.
Pay attention to Levi Kitchen's whole shot device too when they do a replay on it.
I wish they would quit going like split screening it. There's his starting device, yeah. Still down. Can't really tell.
They'll show a replay. They should. But yeah, it like bounced left right. And I couldn't really tell what Levi hurt.
I think
Yeah,
wrist
this
is what I
is
heard.
Look, watch his stuff. Stays
well. Hold
down
on.
and bounces left,
Let's watch
bounces right.
Hymus first because this is the
I
Hymus
just got
replay.
screwed here.
No,
Who's
they're
57?
showing Kitchen.
This is they're showing Hymus stuff. Are they not?
They are.
Oh, my bad.
See, I thought it was his wrist, dude. Because look how he landed. Oh my god, dude. That looked so painful. It turns out to be his shoulder. It's gnarly.
I knew like it was his other.
And
Look
here's
at his
Kitchen.
other shoulder though that he hurt though.
Yeah, watch his front wheel. Bounces left, bounces right,
Oh,
up the face.
Oh,
this is what
damn.
hurt him right
What?
here. I'm
Oh,
assuming.
okay.
Okay, yeah, because
Yep,
his
right
hand's
there.
right there. So his hand,
But
it's kind of hard to tell. Let me
You
do.
tell something happened to it because he's like trying to pick the bike up. He's like,
look, and everybody
what the
else's
f?
whole shot devices is disengaged, and his is still just like, "Hey, dog, we're going for a ride."
I think this is
BC
what hit
curse,
him
man,
right
it's so
here.
crazy.
Just getting hit.
Yeah, fucking handlebar to the fucking. It can't feel good. Poor Levi though, man. Like, hate this for the dude, for sure. Wanted it to be
But yeah,
fair,
I
but
mean,
We want to just one other thing we could go over real quick too. Look at the track map for next week and see just what we think racing is going to be like, and then probably
yeah,
wrap it up.
yeah. Let
yeah, I'll
me.
show you where I'm sitting. So
Let's see. Houston track map 2026. I think this track is going to be cool. I like Houston. I like this track map.
it's gonna be
Is it a
sick, man.
Arlington
I
that
can't
doesn't have
wait.
whoops?
Arlington. Okay,
Yes.
so it doesn't have whoops, but I heard that they are putting whoops in.
Okay, I only
Don't know
gotta
how
have
true
whoops
that
in
is.
Supercross.
Don't know how true that is.
This track does look sick though. I'm not gonna lie. Although I hate the again we have a 90 like right after a start and we got 30 bikes that's gonna off one with a one line. Like we need to start into like a rhythm with a bull turn of some sort. In my opinion, I just hate the you at the start, you hit your rhythm, and then before everybody's separated, like you're gonna make everybody funnel to a line
So I
All
went
right.
live if y'all want to look at it. But yeah, we
into a
got
Yeah,
big.
I'm looking at it. You see the monster logo just before the Yamaha sign right there to your right?
this one.
That section right there, that first big section.
Yeah,
That's where I'm sitting this weekend.
Yo, can you go to a different track map? Go to the one right there that you're on. Go to that one. Look at the start and then the rhythm going after the start section. Look how
yeah.
tight that corner is there. Like
Oh, I know this is
it,
gonna be chaos.
right, and it's right after a start again where the bikes have had zero time to separate and spread out.
Yep. I
And then
I
look,
don't know
this is
why
gonna be
it's
a
like
big
that.
double, or it's gonna be like a triple single,
I think it's
or
gonna
you're
be
gonna
a double, double,
single.
double.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause
I don't
you know
know.
how
I
many
just
guys, or it's gonna be a single triple, or a single double
yeah,
single.
that's gonna be weird. Like, but it's gonna be chaos on this corner.
Whoa! Look at this! Look at this on off here. The lip. Look at the lip. Are they supposed to single this and triple?
I think they're
Triple,
gonna go
triple?
over downside the tabletop and then
I don't think they are, dude. Look
triple.
at that.
I don't know.
Look at that lip. That doesn't even look like there's a lip on the top of that table. It looks
That's
like
what I
they're
mean. They're
gonna.
not gonna land on the table. They're gonna go over the table, downside it, and then probably
I,
Triple,
I,
triple,
you know what I think they're gonna
triple,
do?
triple,
single.
single.
I think they're
No,
gonna single this, triple, 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 single, triple, 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 or
I
they're
don't
gonna
know. That look.
trip.
I
I
think
mean,
if you single and then 1, 2, 3, 3. Yeah, they could. They could
well,
roll that
okay, because
and
look at
then
this. If they go over this, if they go over the table and then they triple, the middle jump is fucking massive. So like they're gonna have to. I mean, I don't know how much of a kicker is gonna be on that the face of that jump, but they're gonna need a nice face to go over that middle jump.
hey, this is something I do notice though that you talked about the other day is there's a there's a big lead up to the finish line too.
There's a single right there
A
too.
roller.
Yeah, roller.
You know,
You know what's weird? A lot of these tracks have fucking doubles that go right over the start face or start
hate
like
that too.
And a
like
lot of
why
them
do
are
they
setting
like
you
that?
up for. And is it me or does a lot of the tracks like have single outs, double outs? Nothing
Right.
like two.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think all that prevents passing. Like having this double or whatever the hell it is over the finish line, it makes this section so fast that people don't want to pass in this bull turn because it's going to be so high speed. So whoever's the inside, unless they have the wheel, they're going to back off and follow until they feel like a better spot to pass.
I
So
Because
see
here
the whoops
there's no
being a spot to pass.
when it's so high speed like that, nobody wins when you have to get aggressive to make a pass because you're both going down more than likely.
yeah. So like I mean the only place I could see passing is right after the finish line. Well, yeah, maybe right after the finish line,
And the
after
whoops,
the whoops, and then right
triple.
here, right here,
What do you think the rhythm after the whoops is going to be? You think it's going to be double into a triple or triple double?
double into a triple.
I think it's
I think it'd be triple double.
I think it's triple double.
You think a triple
Cause that
double?
yeah, cause
Yeah,
that other one
absolutely.
looks huge. You're gonna have so much air going on that.
Yeah, yeah.
Double, triple.
But look at the face of this. Kind of similar how we were talking about this earlier. It's so fucking big. Are they even going to be able to triple over that? Like at least 250s. I know
And
450s
let
could
me
do it.
ask you this. So the section after the whoops, you see that what we're talking about, go further down where you could triple in, go through that right, yeah, that right there. So that triple in the blue right there, blue tough blocks. What do y'all think they double over that
No,
start right there? Or do you think they triple that?
they try to triple it. It's the same thing that Deegan did, cause Deegan did it this week in practice. I think it was. He doubled over both the starts, and then but it was way slower because you're in the
Yeah,
air for
this
so long.
section's gonna be scary as fuck, dude. So here's what's gonna happen.
That's
They're
why
gonna
we're
they're
sitting
gonna
right there.
triple they're gonna triple
Off.
this. They're gonna wheelie over this. They're going to on off and single out
No,
maybe.
No, I
no,
think what they
no.
do,
They're gonna
they're
do
gonna
what we're doing
triple
in the
out.
game.
They're gonna high
No, they're
speed
gonna
taper
on off
on.
triple out.
They're gonna on off and then triple out. Yeah, that's what I
Well,
think.
that'd be a quad.
Yeah, okay, quad out.
Well, I got what you're saying though,
Unless it's super separated though, that looks very doable though.
dude. This track looks tight, dude.
It is. That stadium is
Also
pretty small.
depends too on how. See, I think that's a big thing too. Is where the start is, like the whole shot line, if they don't build that up at all, they might have to just go. So you might not be able to triple onto the table here. Like you might not be able to go table on and then off to quad out. You might have to just go over and then I don't know
So
triple.
here's another thing
No,
too.
it's gonna be
What
weird.
if? So okay, let me go to a different one. Okay, this looks more
It
promising.
looks pretty built up to
This
me.
could be okay. Triple
Table.
on, triple to the table, on
Off.
off, trip quad. Yeah, yeah. So
No.
this that other
But if
picture
they
doesn't
don't
do it
build that
justice.
up,
But
if
yeah,
they
if
don't
they
build
don't
that
build
up
it
though,
up,
it's gonna be possible.
if they don't build it up, again, what I think they'll do is they'll triple. They'll kind of wheelie over the hump, and then they'll go over. Oh man, I don't know,
I
dude.
can tell you right now that Austin Forkner's not wheeling over that hump because that's how he about died the
That's how he
last
died
time.
in Arlington.
Well,
Yeah.
if they do that, I see them. If they do that, OP, I see them going on off for that last one single. Sets them up perfect for a quick double double. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, I think if they start wheeling over that and it becomes super tech, because when you get like wheeling over and you're going over tables or on tables and just making stuff super like technical, that's when people get hurt. Would almost bet they knock that
Okay,
completely
let
down.
me ask you this. In the game, I go through the whoops around that next right. I go triple on, double, and then double over. Do y'all think the move right there is gonna be triple, or
Yeah,
quad
yeah,
out?
that's what I was saying. That's what I was
No,
saying. Like they
over,
could.
over from that, over from that.
Oh, right
You
here.
talking before the start?
Yeah,
Oh no, they'll probably triple out, and then
and then triple.
I don't
yeah.
know. I think the line on that might be though, like if you triple on, because it's like a little tabletop there, right?
I think if you could quad, dude, you're
You
ripping.
triple onto the table, you go off the table over, and then double over the start and double out at the end.
Well, this is similar to Anaheim too. They have this same little jump. So this isn't a table. This is like a double within one jump. So what they'll do is they'll triple land and then compress,
I see
rebound,
that.
and then triple out and then triple in. Or like we do on MX bikes, we triple in, we do a little double over, and then we shoot it over across. Now
Oh, I think this is a very interesting track. I don't think there's a lot of good passing spots though. Still, like
this right here
this
this is fucking
death,
stupid.
it's death. The next one is gonna funnel. You're gonna literally double. You're gonna go outside. You're gonna apex it and then hit the inside again,
This
and
looks
then
like a
whatever the
track
rhythm
that's
may
gonna
be.
kill someone, dude. I don't know. This section right here, dangerous. This looks dangerous
And
as
then
fuck.
all the good spots to pass, like where the bull turns are at, are super high speed. Look, so if just from starting from the finish line, right? You go through the whoops. Whoops are going to be generally high speed, right? Right. So probably will see some passing there, right? Because there's no triple or nothing after it. So you might see a pass or two there. But say you get close to somebody, the next good passing spot's the next corner, right? But it's so high speed, and you have to choose inside or outside before the corner, anyways, that everybody's gonna go the outside because it's gonna take way longer to jump that inside triple. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that kind of takes a passing spot away because if you take the inside, you're late. You know what I mean? So that's not a good spot. And then the next one's the same thing. You're gonna go, like you said, you're gonna go triple on, and then it's gonna compress and triple back over. And it's another high speed where it's flat into a pretty small triple for them guys. That's still gonna be pretty high speed. So that's gonna be another not great passing spot.
Yeah.
Especially if like 250s, if that triple's pretty big on the next section, like you kinda gotta rail the outside.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't the way they're designing the tracks is like all the bull turns are after a super high speed section. And I just don't think that works for passing.
Yeah. I don't think so either. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting. I want to look at Glendale real quick. Glendale looks fun. This looks fucking sick. I know
Glendale
we're
is gonna be a lot of passing.
I know we're jumping. Yeah, sand. I know we're jumping ahead. But dude, again, another start straight, and we're jumping over the entire fucking start straight. Dude, they every track has a theme. Not every track, but every year has a theme. It's like okay,
That double over the start, that first one before the whoops is gonna be insane.
oh yeah,
They're gonna have so
I
much
will
speed
say
going into the whoops.
I do like this track layout quite a bit. Like, there's a lot of places that I feel like that'll be pretty decent to pass. Like, even the section after the start, like, there's a lot of room before there's a turn there for everybody to separate, and then you get into the sand, which is gonna be like chaos. It looks like they got rollers on the inside, so like that'll be pretty good. And then you come down the start straight to another sand section to the finish line. I don't know.
I
I think there'll be some pretty good racing and passing on that
I
track.
gotta say this track on MX bikes is fun. By the way, so fun.
It is.
Um, but no, dude, I'm never a fan of Glendale because the dirt just fucking sucks, dude. I don't know what it is. Their dirt sucks. I've always hated Glendale because of that, but I like this track map. I want see, dude. Dude, Arlington just has no fucking whoops. This is where we're sitting. We're sitting right here. So we're gonna see the rhythm section, them jumping out. So we're gonna be sitting right here. I'm excited for that.
Go to St. Louis, dog. Go to St. Louis. It's like around the
I want to look at
11 or
Daytona here in a second. St. Louis looks like San Diego, by the way.
an East-West showdown too, brother. You know, I wish they would have at St. Louis
Denver's
would have
gonna be
incorporated like
Denver's
the
gonna be pretty
SMX
pretty
stuff to
cool.
it. You know how they went into the stands at SMX?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. They should have just did that at regular Supercross because it didn't really make it motocrossy to me. It just literally just added
Go to
an extra
Denver real
element.
quick. Denver's gonna be so sick. Look at this one.
Oh yeah, Denver's the one you and I like a lot, huh? On MX bikes.
Yeah, you could triple quad
This one's gonna have
after the
probably a lot of
whoops.
passes too. Um, this reminds me of San Diego. I don't know why all these like straights right here just give me San Diego vibes from 2025. I want to look at Daytona real fast though. Daytona. Oh my God, what is
Great
this?
track map.
Yeah, what is this? Okay, what in the world? Very small.
Can you zoom in on it?
No.
It lets me zoom in on it from your screen.
Oh, here we go. Okay, this dude, this shit looks good. I like this. I mean, it's so hard to tell. There's so many sections, but I know this is East Coast, but this is gonna be cool.
So section before the finish line. That little S turn stuff. What do y'all think that's do y'all think it's outside double or do y'all think they're gonna go inside single out?
Where?
Right there next to your cursor.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yo, there's too much to look at, dude. I don't even know.
They're probably gonna try to go like rail the outside double out, but I don't know. I feel like this is a slow. This is slow right here. And then look at this, dude. You got like the fucking. I don't even know what you want to call that, dude. I hate sections like that.
It's gonna be one line through there, unfortunately.
Most Supercross tracks are. You got to think of it like that too. I can't look at Daytona anymore, dude. This shit is it's too big. I don't know why I thought that'd be a good idea to look at it. Um, Seattle looks fun. I mean, all the tracks look good. It's just like passing. Like, look at these fucking turns. Look how, like, they're so tight. There's no passing. I don't know, man. I don't even know.
We shall see. That's the only thing. Like, there's just so much. Like, we'll see. Every race is different too. Like, the dirt's different. Like, and honestly, a lot of times the track map's never the same way as the way the actual race seems to play out. So
I agree. OP, what was your moment of the night?
and talk about every moment. I forgot what my moment of the night was. Shoot. You just lag out.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him.
No, I'm here. My bad. Moment of the night for me. Man, we talked about every damn moment, like you said, Jinsey. I don't know.
I know I don't even remember my moment no more either, dude.
I think moment of the night for me has to be Moseman. Just a solid ride. The he's humble, he's nice. I like him a lot. Um, dude, spectacular ride. I mean, what more can you give the dude? He was fast, consistent, looks smooth. Um, I mean that's oh man, I got a few. Okay, I got two moments of the night. I'm sorry. Moseman killed it. 250s, awesome ride, potential to win, potential to win other rounds as well. But solid ride. Also, unfortunately, it could be his best ride of the season. We'll find out soon. Second moment of the night that hit me hard, hit my heart pretty hard. Cooper Webb, him just staring, um, sitting on the berm, just staring at the jumbotron and just staring into space. I mean, the dude looked defeated, and that hurts me as a fan of Cooper Webb because he's a good dude. He's fast, likes to rile people up just like Deegan, and I mean when you know it's over, you know. So it definitely sucked seeing that and listening to the interview. And I hope shit turns around for Cooper Webb because he has potential and um, he can be up there. He's fast. He's got it. He can win another championship. So that was, I think that actually tops the Moseman. I know I gave two, but that right there, just like I said, seeing him, the pictures of him just sitting on the berm looking defeated, um, that was my moment of the night for me.
I think mine is gonna be the SMX, like the SMX next like wreck, the first lap or whatever, like I think Beld and all of them got to do a better job. Like it's they've kind of admitted that with making the 18 plus rule, like these tracks are dangerous for kids. Meanwhile, we're making a race in the worst conditions. You know what I mean? Like I just think that's a silly thing, and hopefully it gets changed over time.
I agree.
Or my moment of the night's gonna probably have to be um, Jason Anderson through the whoops. There was a couple times where he was about to get past and he did a little turn down for what and was just on rails, man. Shout out JAL Hombre, man. It's sick to see him back comfy. I think he looks good on the Zook, and we'll have to see what Houston brings for all the guys for sure.
I love it. Well, I mean, this. I think this starts kind of wrapping things up. I mean, is there anything else? This is like, I guess, a free time. Since I mean, we definitely got off topic earlier, but I think it was a good topic to talk about. I think it gave for some good content, just kind of like theories. Is there anything else you guys want to say? I think I have a few things I want to drop. But are there anything else you guys want to add, bring in, talk about? I mean, we got some time.
Yes, I do, I do.
Go for it.
Um, what do we think happened at the practice track between Anstey and Deeks? Was it was it Deeks freaking? Because he said he was definitely gonna try to talk to him and let him know what's up. Like it wasn't didn't you know I seen where he was gonna do that, but did that happen? And then Max go, you know what the f? And then that's when they called them in the office. What do y'all guys think?
I think just from what I think happened is probably like a Jordan Smith, Aiden Deegan type deal when that happened. Like what I imagine happened, Deegan probably got a start or something, because they run motos and do all the whole kit and caboodle, and they probably just didn't really ride real nice with each other. And then now, did anybody hit the ground? I really doubt it. It's practice, you know what I mean? But all it takes is Max to show Deegan a wheel, and then Deegan's not gonna be one up. So
So
that's what I
what
kind of
I
think.
have, what now? This is from what I've read and heard. Don't know if it's true. Take this all with a grain of salt. But I heard it actually started by Max Anstey, and it was not on the track. It was at a facility, And well, it probably happened on the test track, right? And then it got off the test track, and it was more of a like a fighting match. But apparently, Max had said something to Deegan about it, and I guess Deegan, fired back. And but yeah, I think Max Anstie actually made a smart ass remark to Deegan. Um, Now, is this true? Don't know. Just what I heard.
But I do see Max. Max gives me that smartassy vibe though. So I mean, like, I could kind of see that. Op. It's a good take.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I think I know they asked Deegan in the post race conference about what had happened, and he just said that I jokingly he said that Max can't be bullying the little kids anymore. But obviously Deegan's joking. But I do definitely think obviously something happened or this wouldn't have been brought up. Um, but I think Deegan's trying his best to be humble. And I think people just aren't giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like I get it, dude's been a dick. Dude's been mean. Like it is what it is. It gives seasoning to the sport, which I enjoy.
Yeah, for sure.
It
I agree.
seasons the sport.
Okay, so with that being said, okay, with that being said, let me ask you this: What does Levi? What happened to Levi? The front flip. Oh God, PC curse. It's still real. Just when I thought it wasn't. God, dog. What does that do to a guy like Levi Kitchen? What does that do to his mental, to his mental stuff? Do you think he's gonna have to hit up old Mosey and go check out the psychedelic person or whatever that guy is?
No, I think, like I said earlier, I think the championship's over. I think they know it. I don't think they're even going to try. I think they're still going to try to win. I don't think they're like giving up, but I think it's kind of to this point where they're like, well, almost 2 races down. Do I try to survive or do I try to fucking, like what's the game plan now? Because obviously plan is switching, and I mean Kitchen's fast. I think Kitchen's gonna win a Supercross race. Don't get me wrong. I still think he's gonna win a race. Um, but it's how far is he willing to take it now? He went to the Alpine Star Medical Crew. He is probably injured right now, and he's racing next week. According to him, he is racing next week. How bad is that injury though? Is he injured to race hard? Is he injured to just get by? Is it another Joe Shimoda situation where Joe Shimoda was kind of taken off in Supercross and then he breaks his fingers and then now he's fallen back to sixth, seventh, eighth place? What kind of injury does this? What kind of toll does it take on Kitchen now? So I don't know. I guess next week will tell. We'll tell its tell. We'll see in qualifying. We'll see how he does. We'll see in the race. I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Jincy?
But I was just gonna
Uh,
ask him. I had a
like,
question
what do we
for
think with kitchen in general, or I guess I missed something.
like
What was
so
the
that's
question?
what I was gonna ask you.
Or
Like,
zoned out.
what is this? So like a guy like Kitchen, they does a front flip. Oh my God, the PC curse. Oh my God, like, he's starting to freaking circulate back in his head. Like, what does this do to his mental state going forward after front flipping and having a 3 race rough go at it? I would say.
Well, I think the
Does
real
he
question, like the first
does
thing you
he
gotta ask yourself,
does he look
was he
long
ever in
run?
the mindset like that? It he was there because let's be honest, like what has Kitchen ever really proved to us? I guess last year he was doing really well before he broke his neck, whatever the hell it was. Like I don't know. Like I think A1 his mentals were probably already checked personally. Like uh I mean anybody heard what the actual injury is? Like wrist, like how serious it is?
I
No
don't know.
idea.
I just the first time I've like actually slowed the video down was like while ago, and it definitely looked like he took a triple clamp to the fucking wrist.
I think I've seen somewhere that he had a wrist injury. I just haven't seen how serious it was. I don't know. I think it'll probably you're probably nailing the head. Like uh with the Joe Shimoda type deal, it'll probably be he'll ride around for 4 weeks, just to salvage in a fifth or sixth place, and then Probably after they get a 2-week break or whatever, he'll probably start to look better. That'd be my guess. I don't know though. It's hard to say though without knowing actually if he has a serious wrist injury or not. Like if he's riding it, obviously must not be broken, or maybe it's not that serious.
So I'm trying to
Okay.
find his.
Okay. So OP, I got a question for you. You're a Mosey guy. Um, we've seen him trend forward. A1. I think he was what, P5, P4, and then San Diego 3. A2. He's leading it. Could possibly win it. Thought he was gonna win it. Holds on for second. What are you? What do you
Wait, wait,
take
wait,
into
wait.
Houston, dude?
Restart that question. My bad.
So you like Mosman?
Yep.
He's trended forward. Absolutely. P5, A1, or 4, can't remember. And then San Diego did a P3, and then A2, P2, and then like I thought he was gonna win it. Probably could have won it had he put in a couple more sprint laps in the beginning. Who knows? Tom, whatever. What does he take going into Houston? Is he like, I'm in this thing, I can win it, I can beat him? Like, what do you think, or what do y'all think? What do you think too, Jency?
I don't know. I guess for me, like I'd just be curious what it's like at the test track throughout the week. Like, is Deegan actually just blowing everybody out of the water every like week to week, or is it there are times that it's close? Like, and obviously starts and everything has a bigger effect when there's 22 riders on the gate, not 15. Uh, I don't know. I think a lot of the mental on that, like if he thinks he can beat Deegan, would probably be done at the test track, not on Saturday night.
So I mean, I mean, from what I've seen, from Hayden Deegan's YouTube videos, Duffy, his mechanic, has said that when they do their races, Deegan is usually blowing the doors off. I don't know if you guys know this. I could be
And he's
wrong, but I'm
consistent
pretty
with
sure
it
this
too
is
at
how it
that, OP.
works.
No, no, like you're right. He's consistent with it at that. Like he not only blows their doors off, but his times are like consistent.
Yeah.
Off by a fingernail type shit.
So I don't know. I think this is how they run it at Star, but what they do is they start the fastest person up front. And then the fastest person is Deegan, and it's Cooper Webb and then Justin Cooper. So if that says anything, I do know in one of the videos they were doing lap times and he beat everybody, and he beat the 450 riders by a second or by point 0.5 seconds and wanted to beat them by a full second. So, I mean, I think Deegan is the dog. Like I could be wrong. I don't know what happens. I just go off videos and what I see and what I hear. Again, take it with a grain of salt, but he is definitely the guy at the test track. Like he's blowing their doors off. He's beating all of them, 450s included. Um, Now is it like that every single time? Probably not, but I'd say 80% of the time that's the way the cookie crumbles. Um, and then yeah, I mean
And then
yeah, dude,
I'm
I don't
starting
know.
to round my questions off here. I'm starting to round my questions off here. So, okay. Another thing. Um Ryder D and the mustache. What do we think? Do we cut that or do we leave it? Like what the fuck
I
is
think you
going
leave it.
on,
It's
man?
working
Like
for him.
no, bro, like I'm 25. I have nothing on my fucking face and trust me, I put my face where it needs to be in order to grow the hair, you know what I mean? How in the hell does he pull this off like that?
What do you mean? How does he pull it off, dude? You just weren't blessed with
Dude,
the right.
no, I'm not saying it like he pulls it off as in like, dude, I think it digs him. Like I dig it. I dig the stash. Like it looks good. Don't like him when he beats Deegs, but I think the mustache fits him.
I mean, dude, I'm always a fan of mustaches. I wish I had a beautiful one like that as well, but I don't. So,
I
I
know for
mean,
Hey, I
sure.
wouldn't necessarily call that beautiful, but he needs to shave it a few times so it'll grow a little thicker. But
this is more
it's
beautiful
a
than
work in
mine.
progress.
So,
No, for sure.
I mean, yeah, I wish I had a beautiful mustache, but I don't. So it is what it is, I guess. Um, I
Do
guess
we
we.
have a do we have like a gate drop rant? Like is there anything that y'all want to like
Dude,
rant
I think I hit
maybe.
everything that I could have ranted on today. To be honest with you, dude,
Well, you didn't weren't really ranting. Like what?
I ain't really got no
What?
rants, dude. The tracks suck for passing. That's my rant, dude.
Okay. Okay. What about you, OP?
You want a rant of mine?
Yeah. Like what's a good like? Man, this is bullcrap from our perspective as fans at the house watching us.
I mean, just everyone crying about just the moto community being soft. Like, just I
Yeah, I
wish it
agree,
was.
dude. It has.
I'm tired of it.
Woo,
I'm over
it
it. I
has
wish I
gotten
could.
soft. Dude, remember back in the Chad Reed versus James Stewart days. I think it was what St. Louis 2014 or whatever when Ricky, it literally had Ricky and Ralph Shaheen and Jeff Imag in the booth
All
screaming.
screaming, yeah.
Right? Yeah. Remember back then it was like it was a fuck you, dude. Like we'll fucking see you next. Like now you say fuck you to a fucking Levi Kitchen fan, somebody like Jinsey, man, they get all swelled up.
Yeah, I'm
Fucking.
not a Levi Kitchens fan at all, dude.
I'm just kidding, Jinsey. I had to fire at you a little bit. Had to show you some crap, but it
That's funny.
definitely has gotten soft. I got a good rant. Um, for me as fan sitting at the house, dude, like what in the f is going on with the TV covers, dude? They
Hey,
be
that's just typical,
if
typical AMA shit. Typical Peacock, you know.
dude, it's terrible, but like the boxes, man, like make it more seeable. I don't know. Maybe I just need to get a bigger TV. I don't know.
I don't know. I'll tell you this much: I'm happy that Lee Differ isn't in the booth for 7 more
Oh
rounds. So
my
I'm
god,
happy
dude,
about
we
that.
got six more. No, we got six more rounds now, cause
Yo,
that
fast forward to motocross so I could just hear James Stewart and my boy
Jason
Jason talk the whole time.
Vigant. Yeah,
Ouija, my
dude.
boy Ouija, bro.
Weege, dude. Hey, they've been kind of giving him some heck in the pits, man. Talking about how he's like talks to himself and whatnot.
He's literally
I
going
you
around
know,
filming himself talking. Of course, he's talking to the camera. Like,
dude. Of
are
course,
people that
I
dense?
was gonna ask, like, Houston's this weekend. I'm going. Is there anything that y'all need me to do as far as the? Imagine me asking Rock. Y'all got any questions for Ken Rocks, and I'll go wait in line to ask him.
Hey, no, but while you're there, if you end up talking to somebody, bro, just record it and see if you can get like some, I don't know, maybe some slight media coverage, dude. That'd be sick.
This is Hunt. This is Hunt with Gate Drop Radio. Hunt what? Tell us about your year so far, man. Just how's the kids? I mean, wait, you don't. How's the kangaroos? No, I'm just kidding.
This is
Nah.
How's my
Swing
kids?
Arm
Is your wife smoking?
Productions.
Oh, here we go with this shit. This is fucking Spark Plug with Gate Drop Radio. Uh, Chase, tell us about the front wheel. What are we? What's the deal?
This is Chase Sexton's front wheel.
This is did we?
You gotta be
Yeah,
careful
let's
what you
get
gotta
the
say.
PG.
You gotta be careful what you
I'll
Yeah.
be
say.
back.
Yeah,
I'll be back.
Well, chill out.
Actually, we about to wrap this up. I'm about to go make some dinner, dude. I'm hungry as shit.
yeah. We're about to wrap it up, dude. 2.5 hours of this. I like this. This is how it should be. I honestly, I know we were all over the place again, but I think this was the best one we've done. I'll be honest.
Oh yeah, I think it went pretty good. Definitely
Yeah.
all over the place. We'll get better at not going all over the place, but
No viewers. We got 6 views, by the way. So
hey, our podcast is just like Chase Sexton's front wheel, dude. It's a little bent, goes off track a little every now and then, but that's okay.
yeah, we'll get there. We'll be consistent soon. So, but cool. Yeah, no, I had a good time. Um, anything else before we wrap it up? I mean, I think this about covers everything.
I got nothing, brother.
Cool. What you got, Hunt? Anything?
Man, I got nothing except for have a great night, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all.
There we go. Love it. All
Same
right.
time next week, hopefully.
Yeah, same time next week. Also, I said this at the beginning of the show. We are gonna start doing live streams as well after qualifying. That way, we just kind of have like a pre-race predictions. We'll go over qualifying, and then we'll come back after the races, and we'll talk post-race and what we enjoyed, what we didn't like, controversies, any issues, if Hayden Deegan's fighting Max Anstey tomorrow or what. So we'll go from there. But thank you guys. This is Gate Drop Radio, and we'll see you next week. Houston.
Peace.
Peace.
Love and happy.